Hello, Sin. I see you in Twitch chat.
Depends in the chat.
Stop fucking drawing on it, or I will legitimately take your guys' voting right to see them.
Let me keep it because I don't do that. I just draw churches when you don't have them.
I will take it away from the people who are offenders. And you can ask Moth, I will do that.
Yes.
I just wanted to draw a penis.
Don't draw a penis. Okay,
No,
I assume we're
Penis
live.
is the worst
Yeah,
thing you can draw on the map.
I always draw dicks on the board, but I'm reformed now.
You're
I only draw
now.
dicks on the board if I see a dick on the board. I outline it.
That's true.
I'm still
Anyway.
upset you guys would
Anywho.
all be willing to murder cute squirrel over the sins of their player.
Damn
Min
right.
didn't do anything wrong.
Min did
Oh,
everything.
don't worry.
Anyway,
I
last
wouldn't murder
session.
men because of the sin of your
Recap, please.
Recap.
Last session.
Yeah.
So you guys spent a lot of time causing the DM issues by splitting into 3 different parties. Viles. It's okay. I'm not actually upset. Bellow, Min, and Mithril, along with the stack of NPCs you guys have collected, went around, talked to some people. Mithril has been the only person really being good and following orders and looking for the spy. That party got to meet Fulkin, who is another vampire spawn.
Wait, we're looking for a spy?
Oh, Strahd said the spy, not
The
a spy.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Virgil's like, I already found a spy.
I found a
completed the
spy.
mission.
I completed the
Yeah, I'm like,
mission.
I did it, didn't I?
I did it, dude. Vile spent a lot of time being angry at people and confusing them because they didn't want to say things like, I hate Strahd. And then, had an interesting meeting. Virgil spent a lot of time fucking around with his not boyfriend vampire spawn and being traumatized a little bit. But now, we are not Vile. Bellow, Min, and Mithril are in the Hall of Bones. Vile, you're like walking up, and Virgil, you'll be here in a couple minutes.
Yes.
But basically, you guys want to guess what the Hall of Bones looks like?
Bone Zone.
One.
Bone Zone.
One.
So yeah, in here is Valenta.
Oops.
But
Hi, Velveeta.
how dare you?
I didn't even mean to draw
That's
that
fine.
one.
You're fine, but you're on thin fucking ice. Large oak tables are kind of like, are basically ripped apart and scattered around, and the table and the chairs that you can see are the map are made out of human bones. Additionally, the like 4 piles that you see are mounds of bones. The chandelier is made out of bones, and you see a couple miscellaneous sculptures made out of bones and whatever's holding them together, scattered about the room. Valenta appears to be working on some sort of bone sculpture. When you come in, I will put her on the map, but she's like over here. She doesn't notice you guys coming in like right away. She's like busy doing whatever she's
So these are
doing.
bone mounds?
Those are bone mounds.
Okay.
Yeah, fun. I forgot Strahd's brides aren't named so they're not in the named NPC section.
Mound of bones.
Now you have to go search for Velveeta.
Yeah, I don't know where they put her. Hold on. Anyway, what are you guys doing as you walk in here? Here we go.
Well, Min definitely finds the fact that there's all these human bones around gross.
Yeah.
Wow, you fucking prude. No respect for the artistic process, huh?
Sorry. Before you guys continue, on my map, she's labeled Strahd Brides 2, but in the fucking folder, she is named Valenta. Why is she Strahd's Bride 2 on the map? Anyway,
Because she doesn't deserve a name. I'm gonna walk up to Valenta and like, you know that thing you do when you're like an art snob and you do like a circle around the art with your hands behind your back? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
It looks like whatever she's working on, she's probably just recently started. No fucking clue what it could be, to be honest.
It's
I think-
something.
It's
I think
something.
she's named number 2 because I think that implies Strahd doesn't bother to remember the names.
That's awful.
It's just, listen, you're my second bride. That's the first one.
She's not
you're
even the
lucky I can
second bride.
You're lucky I can remember the order I married you guys in.
She's
Anyway,
his second
Obviously can't.
favorite.
second baby. Anyway, so she does see you, Mithril, as she's like working on whatever. She kind of like stops and she's like, "Oh, hi, Mithril." Just like, "Hello," like, "Welcome." Like, kind of. I didn't know you guys knew how to get down here.
Well, hi. I heard you were down here, and we all just wanted to come see what you were doing and whatever you're working on. I mean, it's quite lovely.
Also, Vile, this is around the time you'd be walking in. We're just gonna say from this door, even though that's not accurate.
Don't worry about it.
Fuck it, don't worry about it. I'm
Anyway.
bending this map to my rules. So Vile, you're coming in now. And she like, Bello, are you also standing close to Valinta?
Yeah, I walked up while Mithril
Okay.
was talking.
I just wanted to make sure that you weren't just being weird. She's like, yeah, I haven't really decided what this is going to like be yet, but I like to like, create sculptures, and she like gestures around. The sculptures that are finished that are not like the weird bone mounds look like you took all of the parts of human bones, like you have all of the human bones, and then you make a different creature with them, almost.
I'm kind of into
That's
this.
pretty fucking sick.
It's cool if they were not like held together with something that looks like over time is like turned like a yellowish color.
It's people glue.
It's people glue. So, but yeah, she's like doesn't really know what she's making yet, but she's like, I like to spend a lot of time down here with Cyrus, but he's busy doing actual things right now with the vampire spies. So, I'm just here by myself.
Iris?
Cyrus.
Cyrus is the weird manlet, right?
Yes, I don't think
Mithril
your party
wouldn't
has
know
met.
that, but I mean,
Mithril wouldn't know it. Bello, Cyrus is essentially like the janitor of the castle,
The janitor.
for lack of better term. He actually, I think his handout is shared with all of you.
Yeah, it is.
So, he's like a weird looking man.
It's the guy.
He's just a guy.
What a weird fucking man.
Yeah, he looks
But yeah,
like
so-
a furry.
Oh, this
Yeah.
man's.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
weird duckfoot dude.
I love
Cyrus
him.
Bellevue.
I love him.
I think he is a furry.
He's baby.
He's some.
He's
Is
got,
he like
he's got
a
ears on
weird
top
ass-
of his head.
bugbear kind of thing?
I think he's just a fucked up vampire.
Hold on.
Hold on.
I mean,
So,
look at his
okay.
look at his left foot.
Logistically speaking, do you think his mom or his dad is the one that looks like an animal?
Bella, I'm gonna text you something.
Okie doke.
You mean where duck? What the fuck's with the foot?
Yeah, he's a freak. It's only one foot that's fucked up.
Super freak.
You freak,
bro.
you're a freak!
Wait, maybe his dad is a werewolf and his mom's like a duck. No one's gonna argue. That means I'm right.
Paying attention to you because I don't care. I'm
Good.
kidding.
I'm right.
Anyway,
Also, why is his mom the duck?
Because duck penises are weird.
And duck
A-
vaginas aren't.
Duck cannot birth the werewolf's child.
Where
Wanna
duck?
bet?
Where duck?
Anyway,
I think this is just some Greek
before our
mythology
stream
shenanigans
gets
going on.
demonetized. um, so yeah, she's basically like, Cyrus isn't here right now, I'm just working by night.
Most interesting.
And Vile, you've just come in.
Yeah, I don't say anything. I just walk in and stand behind Irina. Like, I don't
Okay.
even make myself known, really.
Fucking
Okay.
T-pose in the corner. pissed off.
T-posing.
Yeah.
Angry
Can't stop.
T-pose.
I will say Esmeralda and Irina know that you're there, but they're not like drawing attention to you like a little man.
Bello, I'm gonna need you to talk to this bitch since she's your friend, broski. I'm not leaving all
I'm
these
just sending a
encounters.
question real quick.
Okay, sorry, I don't have my Discord out. Let me look. Yes.
Okay. when Bello comes up, Bello's going to like make a gesture to like tell I'm just gonna say her name, Valenta.
Yeah.
To like cover her eyes. Or like close her eyes and hold out her hands.
Okay. She does. She does. She trusts you enough that she does.
I'm gonna
Foolish
give
mistake.
her. I'm gonna give her that dagger that's made out of bone.
Oh, from Death House?
Yeah.
Bad, bad.
Question: you wouldn't happen to remember what we chose, Void, right? We all picked up. I know Vile got the dead frog on a stick.
Dead frog on a stick.
Bello got
right
the
there.
dagger.
No, but it's in the VOD. We
Didn't I
can
get
still.
like a wolf's head?
Somebody got an eye patch.
Just go watch the one.
I don't know. Go watch the
Oh,
VOD.
I
It's
got
like
the eye patch.
in the second.
Yay, okay.
Why aren't you wearing the
wrote
eye
it
patch
down.
then?
Because it's weird.
Make
I'm
Min
gonna be-
fucking look sick. Give her the eye patch. She deserves it.
I don't know if you. Anyway. Hold on. Rose, are you cooking? Rose is not in here, but I see steam coming from the kitchen, so that's interesting.
It's me, sorry. I really wanted some mac and cheese.
Anyway, okay, you're putting the bone dagger. She like opens her eyes and she's like clearly very excited. She hit a spot like on some sort of like not belt, like it would be a belt, but she's wearing a dress. There's like some wraparound thing that has spots for her to put stuff.
Like a sash?
Kind of. And she like puts it like on that like belt, whatever. And she's like, oh, thank you so much. Like, Belle, did you like pick the gift? Like, did you get this like with the intent to give it to me? Like, that's so cool. Like, you're such a nice person, Bello. Just like talking for a little bit, like with stuff like that.
Just gushing
yes.
over you.
Just
Yes,
gushing
praise
over.
me.
Yes, praise me. No, she's clearly excited about having a bone dagger. Mithril, this is probably like some of the most excited you've ever seen her. Like, you've only seen her a little bit, but like, she fucking loves the bone dagger.
I have a question. Is her mask made out of bone?
No, it is not.
Okay.
It is not made out of.
Thank God. I was sitting here and I'm like, this room's
You
bone.
suddenly.
She likes bone. She wearing bone.
No.
I know what's next on the gift list. Guess what she's getting for Christmas?
No, it does look to be some sort of hard material, but it's something else. I don't know if I said what material it was before. And
I think you said something like porcelain or something.
Porcelain makes sense. Porcelain makes sense.
Bone. Anyway.
Not bone. Does Mithril have a moment seeing this where they're like,
yeah,
looks
Mithril,
at her mask?
You know the woman doing math meme?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's me right now. That's Mithril right now, like, hold on.
Hold on.
Woman
Hold
doing
the
her
phone.
Also,
thing.
Virgil, you're probably coming in at the end of Volenta being excited about her dagger. Just so
I
you
got one
know,
more
you're
question.
here now. Yes. Are you texting
Are
it to me? I assume?
No,
Or no?
are her horns just decorative? Are those actual horns?
Let me look at her.
She was part of the mask.
I don't know what she looks like. Give me a second.
She has
I mean, I
like
know what she looks like.
golden horns on the side of her head.
Escher and...
What's wrong with you, lady?
I think those are just decorative.
Those are just decorative. They don't tell me what they are in the book.
The lip
So,
is the coolest one. Let's just be real here.
I love her.
Looks
I'm
like
gonna
she's
say-
got ears or something on the top of her head too.
some sort of decorative
She
hairpiece.
gives
with-
me noodle vibes from gorillas.
Hate you. I'll kill you. I'm
I'm
attacking
glad I
Virgil
don't understand
right now.
this.
It's a
Yeah,
band.
Virgil walks through the. I know Gorillas is a band, but
Virgil
I'm
walks through
happy
the
I know.
door, I proc radiant consumption and give him a hug.
You're testing to see if he's a vampire yet.
Yeah, I just gotta make sure.
You gotta make sure.
You gotta
But yeah,
hug
you're
the
coming.
homies.
Gotta hug the homies. I don't think
If he dies, he's not a vampire.
he dies. He's not a vampire.
No, I think if he dies, he's a vampire.
Yeah. But no, I don't know what her horns are actually supposed to be, so they're just decorative pieces.
Which is not to say.
Which is not to see it.
Would we see Virgil entering the room?
Probably they're coming in from the same door Vial did. So if Mithril's tilted that way at all, like if you have your back to the door, obviously, but like you can see the movement of a door opening.
I'm not putting my back to a door and fucking Strahd.
Yeah.
So I'm not a fool.
Yeah, I know. I figured you're not full. So yeah, probably Virgil first, and then Hans through the door. And Hans is just going to lean on the back wall next to the door, far away from wherever Vial.
I'm going
Whatever
to
spot
go...
of the light.
God, this
I am
lags.
literally right next to the door.
This lags
Okay,
so
he's
bad.
going to this.
Hi, I'm going over to Virgil. I have a favor to ask of Virgil.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
And-
Come up. He's just idly fucking with the worry stone you gave him.
Excuse me, Virgil?
Yeah.
Well,
What do you want?
I was
What do you-
wondering
The fuck
if...
do you want?
What the fuck do you want? I was wondering if I could, borrow Faust for a little while today?
You want Faust with you?
You want my board?
Well, I was planning on going and talking to Escher on my own, and I figured it would be a good idea, just in case something happens, since I'm going alone, for another pair of eyes to be there. Even if you're not there, at least Faust would be able to tell you, right?
Yeah, or I could, I bear the ability to look through his senses as if they were my own, so I'd be me watching, if you wanted.
Well, I think it would be a good idea if you watched, though, I'm going to be honest, I don't know if you really want to see what happens.
No, I'd rather know what happens, so that way I can adequately help in any way, so I suppose. And what you see is, you see Spider Faust crawling up his back onto his arm.
Little
And then, like,
boy.
he extends his hand out to Mithril, and Faust just kind of skitters up to his hands.
I cup my hands. I want to see the little boy.
Yeah, Faust just kind of, just like steps into your hands, and it's just like, yes, this is
Here
acceptable.
comes the boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, boy.
Hello, boy. I'm gonna, like, scoop him and put him on my shoulder.
Yeah, once you put him on your shoulder, he, like, slowly metamorphosizes back into the raven that you know. And he'll just sit here, and then he'll just hang out with you. And Virgil's just like, well, I'm trusting you. It's my bird, so.
Well, if you know anything about me, you know I really care about animals, so I'll make sure Faust is okay even if something else happens.
Okay. So, have fun. It's like, there's this look of, like, fucking sardonic, like...
Is Hans the only vampire in here?
He's the only, I mean, Valenta isn't here.
Okay,
But
yeah,
besides,
the only useful vampire in here.
yes, he is the
Yeah.
only useful.
I'm gonna ask Hans for a favor.
Okay.
Oh, you're
So-
right.
Hans is here?
Guide you, aren't you?
I
Yeah, Hans is
managed-
here.
I managed to find an answer with no spoilers.
Okay. What was the?
What's
Those
the word?
horns are part of the mask.
Okay.
They don't look like
It's-
they are. Sorry.
It's
Well,
under her
okay, so I
hair.
found
Like a helmet?
some art for it if you want to see.
Yeah, show it.
Yeah, show
Someone
me.
drew it how it should look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
sick.
Oh,
That
that's
that
bomb?
makes
Sorry, that's fucking bomb as shit.
That's
dude.
badass.
Yeah. Then yeah, that makes sense. We can say
Um,
it's that.
I want to say Virgil wants to go talk to Bello.
Okay. Also, I know Mithril, you're about to go to Hans. Min, are you doing anything in here? Or are you just fucking creeped out by the boat? What is your plan here?
Min's just been kind of looking around and listening to the conversation.
Conversation.
Yeah.
Let me see. You can roll a perception check to see if you see anything fun.
Okay.
Okay. Virgil's going to bellow. Mithril, what are you about to ask?
Does Hans look up at me when I get in his general area?
Yes, he does.
Like the screaming hamster.
Yes, he looks at. He actually like. Usually, it's a little bit of like friendly, but I am afraid of you. It's just like I see you. He has like his hand behind his back, like leaned against the wall, basically.
I see we're all just struggling here in
We're all here.
Strahd's
It's the
house.
struggle bus.
We're
It's
all
the
on
struggle
the
castle.
bus, really. I know that you're probably a little indisposed considering you came here with Virgil, but I was wondering once we finished up in this area if you could do me a little favor and take me somewhere.
Where do you want to go? He's like, yes, but what he says is, where do you want to go?
Well, first I need to go have a conversation with Anastasia, and then afterwards I need to go talk to Escher. If you could guide me both places.
Yes, I can do that. That'll be fine. Just like, cool. Yeah, I can do
No.
that.
No, it is not fine.
No, I don't want to be stuck with this person.
But yeah. Okay, I will text Min in a second.
Hans is just like, oh god, they finally decided to kill me.
No,
Pretty
God,
much. Virgil, you and Bello are talking. I am going to message
Unless
Min.
Bello is busy conversating with Valentina over here.
Are you busy talking to Valenta, Bello?
I
After
think,
this dagger?
I think I gave her the dagger and then just kind of walked with her a little bit and looked at her at the thing that she's working on and all of the other ones, gave her a couple of compliments, just buttered her up a little bit. My
Mhm.
buddy over here.
Okay. Virgil just taps Bello's shoulder. Or close to it because you're
What,
like
bitch?
8 feet. Because you're 8 feet tall and Virgil's 5'3". I think he touches the center of your back at that height. He's just
Don't
like,
touch
tap,
there.
tap.
Tap my arm.
Yeah. He just taps your arm. Poke. Poke.
I think, yeah, Bella would just turn and look at you. Just super quickly, just.
Like SCP.
I'll run this conversation. I'll just say in the DMs.
I mean, okay. If it's private, then go ahead.
Yeah, Virgil, I mean,
Tell me the
considering the
dish.
fact that it looks like Mithril, Valenta, and Min are all literally in the same exact
Yeah, I was gonna
order,
say.
I think Virgil's just gonna grab Bella's arm and like point to like a corner and just be like, "Come here,
Come here,
Come here,
clown.
clown.
come here, clown."
Honk honk. Yeah, Bella would follow you.
Okay, I'll DM you then. Can you please delete the porn in our DMs?
Is there porn still in there?
Yes.
Oh, but that
Yes.
one's a
There
good
porn
one.
still-
Please.
Oh,
So I
please,
can
please.
DM you.
Anyway, so, I've moved back to Vaseline. Is Min talking to Vaseline?
You talking?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Shakes you.
I'm telling you what you see. I'm almost done, man.
Min, I'm gonna need you to punch her.
Okay, that's the interesting stuff that's in here.
See, I can't really learn, like, I can't get people to tell me things by punching them yet, though.
You can't?
No, I just, I just realized it'd be great if I was level 6 for this.
Well,
Because
get
level
good.
6 is where I can punch people and they can't lie to me.
Interesting.
Wait.
Anyway. I'm moving Bello over
I mean, look at
here.
it this way. If you punch someone enough, they're not gonna want to lie to you.
Yeah, that's true.
Vile, is your plan for this encounter to stand against the wall? Do you have any other
Yeah,
plan?
Vile is almost like in the exact same position Hans is, where like their hands are behind their back, they're leaned up against the wall, they're like straight backed. Like they almost kind of look like Kazan, where it's like they're not moving at all, they look like an inanimate robot.
Cool, so we have 3 people in here that are either robots or pretending to be motionless robots.
Awesome.
So
Yeah.
just
Did you plan to talk to Viridian?
Yeah,
Viridian.
Moth?
I'm here to talk to Venezia.
Okay.
Okay. Min can
You're
help
gonna
you
go
with
talk to Vanitas?
Yeah.
Vanitas, Kingdom Hearts?
I'm here to talk to Vicious.
Surprise, it's Kingdom Hearts campaign.
Ew.
No. You walk
Anyway, good talk.
Anyway.
Moth gonna get themselves banned off Twitch.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Goodbye,
get 30
Moth's
seconds.
Twitch account.
You get 30 seconds.
Okay. What are
That's pretty generous, to be honest.
Right? So, I was wondering, Valenta, do you often just spend time down here, or?
Hold on. Sorry, I got a text. Okay. She's like, oh, I usually spend a lot of my time down here or up on the tower roof. My God, I forgot what words were for a second. On the
What are
up on the
words?
tower roof, looking out on Barovia, because I think it's rather pretty.
Are you originally from Barovia?
Let me double check, but she should be. Let me double check that I didn't forget an important thing about my
Nah, I'm
character.
from Boston.
No, I'm from Boston.
I'm from the
Are you?
Bronx!
Yes, she's from a settlement between Kurzek and Valaki. However, from what she understands, that settlement no longer exists. She doesn't seem too broken up about the fact that the settlement doesn't exist
It's
anymore.
probably been like 400 years. Like, the people she knew are probably dust now.
Nah.
Definitely.
The people she knew are in this room with us right now.
Yeah, these are
Yeah.
all her friends and family.
These are all of her
The
friends.
worst option.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna ask her about the bones.
Okay.
So, I know this might be a bit strange to ask, but I was wondering, do you know who these people were?
Well, a lot of these bones either come from, we do have some human servants around, and once they, die, then their bones are free for us to take, or vampire spawn spies when they're no longer useful, or prisoners that Strahd takes. But I don't know bones like personally. I just know where they might have came from. I don't know bones personally.
Min is gonna point at the dragon skull over
Okay.
over the door,
Mhm.
and ask if that's a real dragon skull, and like
She,
how the heck did it did it get here?
she looks up at it, and she's like, "Oh, I don't. That was before I. That's been here longer than like I've been in the castle. I think the story is that it's a real dragon skull and that Strahd like killed a dragon or something right when around the time he took Barovia, but I don't know any of the specifics or anything because I wasn't around.
Strahd killed a dragon?
That isn't at all. That wasn't mentioned in the story that the Bastani told us, is it?
Let me look. Maybe? Now I'm not sure. That was 14 weeks ago.
More like 18, honestly. I think I missed
18.
a few.
Hold on. Sorry, I have to get to the very front of the book.
I'm so sorry. I have to ask the worst questions.
No, that's fine. That would be a valid. Werewolves in the Mist? No. Okay.
Min read a story one time about a guy who went out to go slay a dragon that, for revenge because it, killed his family and destroyed his home.
No, he was not. There was no mention of a dragon. It was that they found he was like injured and they helped him and the man protected the Vistani. There was nothing about a dragon.
He killed the dragon later.
He might have killed the dragon.
No, the dragon was pre-story.
Pre-story. Whatever it is.
Interesting. So, I was curious. You say you like to look out onto the world of Barovia. What are you looking for? Or is it just something to do when you're locked up in a place like this?
Oh, well, I leave the castle a little bit more than the other brides usually do, but I just really like the view. I'm not looking for anything specific. I just think it's pretty.
Oh.
Min's gonna ask what she likes to do when she goes out of the castle.
She likes to generally sometimes she describes it as doing missions for Strahd. But also there are some friends she has that she likes to go visit sometimes.
Who is rattling?
It's David.
It's me. I'm playing with plastic. I'm eating candy.
Shakes
Sorry.
you. I have you turned down, so I just want you to know.
I just
I'll
needed
stop.
to know what the fuck the rattling was. I was losing sanity.
Rattle me bone!
Rattle me bones.
Rattle me bones. Min is eating a Snickers bar next to me.
Yeah. How did you get a Snickers bar, Min? Don't worry about it.
Found it.
Found it? It was in the Hall of Bones.
On Jawed, bro.
So yeah, she's either doing missions for Strahd or she has some friends that she likes to go visit.
I'm surprised
It sounds
that
fun.
Strahd lets you leave? It doesn't seem like he really wants his brides to be gone all that much. What makes you so special?
Well, sometimes it's just better for a true representative of Strahd that's not. I'm echoing off you. I
Me?
think. Or either people are louder than
There are people loud in the background. That is the
There
problem.
we go. Okay. I couldn't tell. There are some missions where a spy would not be good enough. They need something a little bit more forceful, and Valinta is the best bride to do that. As a better representative of Strahd than like a spy.
Sorry to sidetrack, but Sin, did you send me something and then delete it?
It is not important anymore.
Okay. I just saw I had a notification and then there was nothing
And then
there.
it was gone.
That's just
Yeah.
the sin effect.
That is the sin effect. That is my favorite cynism. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. She leaves the castle. That's not suspicious. Anyone else think that's not suspicious?
Don't be
Yeah.
suspicious.
Don't be
suspicious.
suspicious.
Also, Devin,
Min,
real quick. How tall is Bello exactly?
yes.
7 foot something.
He's they're under 8 feet because I actually was concerned about that in death.
We'll
Yeah.
put it at 7'2". Sorry,
Are you
Hold on.
fucking with the size thing again?
hold on, no, because I just wanted to point out what it looks like when you have Virgil sitting in a corner talking to Bello
Bello.
privately. This is what you see.
Yeah, it's a man and a child.
Like
It's a man.
like you see that.
Are you guys still having your conversation?
I think Devin's writing a final.
Okay. I just need to know. You
I
have
don't
to
know what
give
you're
to me.
talking about. I mean, that's the difference between 6 foot and 5'11". So
Anjad.
While they're doing
Yes.
that, I'm going to continue.
Yes.
yeah, I was gonna say Min was gonna ask about like what kind of missions Strahd makes her do.
She just tilts her head at you and smiles real big, and she's like, I don't think you would like to know the details very much.
Is it bad stuff?
I don't think it's stuff that you would like to hear about.
Sorry to jingles miserably.
Jingles miserably.
Do I intimidate woman?
Yeah, so
It must be horrible if Strahd makes you do bad things.
Okay. Okay. Hold on.
I don't like when you say hold on and go quiet because it makes me feel like Valinta's about to behead one of us.
No, Devin texted me. I'm sorry.
Beheading the squirrel that's asking too many
if,
questions.
Since where you're standing, you'd be able to see Bello and Virgil. You see, they're just like chit-chatting for a moment, and then you see Bello just passively take out a book from his satchel from their satchel and hand it to Virgil, and it's probably the most genuine like interaction between the two you've seen thus far. Like Virgil seems genuinely happy about the fact that this is how it played
Book
out,
appears out of thin air.
and then Bella just like fucking skips off, jingling all the merrily the way, and then Virgil's just coming up.
Joining the
over here.
conversation.
Yeah. Nah, Virgil's like coming over here.
Okay. Hold
Let's
on.
go vibe with Esmeralda for a minute.
Mommy? Sorry.
Mommy? Sorry.
I'm not gonna disagree with that one. So
Thank you.
hold on. You can continue talking to Valinta in a second.
I sit here and I twiddle my thumbs.
I'm sorry. People are distractions.
It's okay.
Devin.
Vegeta's not going anywhere.
Devin.
Okay, we're good.
Is Devin done?
We're good.
Devin is
I'm good.
done. One of you send me what the fuck you guys are doing. Anyway, Mithril.
Okay, I got it.
Yes.
She is refusing to answer the specifics about her thing to Min, so.
Well, if you're not really willing to explain to men what you do, Mithril kind of like, when you don't want someone to hear, but you kind of want them to hear, so that you put your like hand on the side of the mouth and you kind of whisper, but it's not really whispering. Yeah. I know that men's a little soft, so I would really appreciate if you could tell me.
I'm pretty sure that's an insult.
Yes.
What the fuck?
She like tilts her head at Mithril again.
I'm
Alright,
trying,
Mithril,
okay? The most I can do right now is roll insight.
And she's just kind of like, oh, well, I'm sure you can imagine the sort of things if I don't want to tell someone like Min. I just don't want to worry her too much. She's talking in the like Ludmilla voice. She's not. It's staying a very cheery like tone the whole time.
Vaguely threateningly.
She talks
She's
like
calling you
Mithril.
dumb, isn't she?
Not like Mithril, but a very almost Mithril.
Boba.
Boba,
calling
but
you
not
dumb.
anxious.
Boba. Just Boba.
Just Boba.
Just Boba. Okay, awesome. Mithril kind of nods. Well, I'm sure I can extrapolate off of that what you mean, and I apologize that you have to do those sorts of things. It doesn't seem right for someone of your, caliber.
Status,
I don't
position.
mind doing it at all.
Mithril didn't like that.
What did she say?
I don't mind.
She said,
doing
"Oh
it
no,
at
she
all."
doesn't. She doesn't mind doing it at all."
Fuck it, I want to roll insight on that to see if she's telling the truth.
Okay.
I think she's telling the truth very boldly, and that is uncomfortable.
She probably is, but
You just want to
Roll
roll
insight.
this
I
is
will let you roll
This is the
insight.
only fucking like investigation talent I have right now.
Hey, Moth,
Yes.
you want to see a baby?
Yeah, show me baby.
It is a baby for everybody.
So, sorry, I'm looking for something, and I'm looking to see where she did it.
On one hand, I wish I was level 6, but on the other hand, I'm not sure how I would justify punching somebody to get them to tell me the truth.
But I also have another image.
Blue velvet worm.
You know, Vile in theory has a zone of truth.
I also have zone of truth.
Mithril also
Yeah.
has zone of truth. Min, she is
But I would-
definitely telling the truth. Like, it's almost uncomfortable, like, how much she does not mind.
What do you mean almost?
I mean, it could just be uncomfortable for you, but it's not intended to be uncomfortable.
It's definitely uncomfortable and unnerving for men.
Poor men.
Men's picturing like assassination missions now at this point.
That's a little kind.
That like, well, and possibly other things, but this is men. Come on now.
No.
And like, just doing those sorts of things, like, with like glee or a smile on her face.
When you look like that, you look like someone that murders for fun. As someone who has a scary masked character, I get it. You're hiding
Gamer,
shit.
she's making sculptures in a hall of bones. Of course she kills people.
No, Hall of Bones sculptures, that's acceptable. I would do that, and I don't kill people. Maybe.
Okay, but if you lived in a vampire's house and you were the vampire's bride and you were in a underground dungeon making bone sculptures, I would think you killed people.
And you would be right to think that, honestly.
Exactly.
I think you'd
She
be kind
kills
of
people,
I
judgmental to
would
100%.
think
kill
that.
people. If I was a vampire, I'd kill people.
Yeah, of course you would. Like,
Who
this
wouldn't?
girl is a mass murderer, 100%.
She's a serial killer.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi,
Never.
Zach.
I figured out where she. Oh, is Zach here?
Zach's
Hello.
here.
Hello.
I'm traumatizing my party.
I don't like it anymore.
Yeah.
Man is untraumatizable. What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm segueing.
She's uncomfortable, so that's a win.
I'm segueing
Close
away
enough.
from the weird murder conversation. I don't want to be involved. So you said you have friends outside of the castle? Could you tell us a little about them? I always like hearing about people from Barovia, considering I'm not from here.
Let me just let me read over her thing real quick, just so I make sure I don't say anything that's not true.
Don't lie to my
Uh,
face.
Yeah, I don't want to be wrong.
Why am I so sweaty?
I've
Min's
been
gonna-
having the
Because you're a Lucio player.
Fuck you! Now I'm
Min's
gonna
gonna-
use the Sutek voice the entire time I'm talking to Escher just to fuck with you.
Do it.
No.
What is
Do it.
David saying? Let David talk.
Sorry.
I was gonna say that. I mean, it's not super important. I was
Say it.
gonna
No,
say
it's-
that like
say it.
Min would say something about like how growing up in the monastery she didn't really have much in the way of friends. So it's nice to hear that despite being trapped in the castle all the time, that Velveeta over here still has friends.
I want Min to
Has
call
friends
her
that she can hang out
actually
with.
Velveeta.
Doesn't actually call her Velveeta.
Damn you.
Doesn't actually count. Velveeta. Min and Vince Velveeta.
Yes.
So she has friends that let me see where this is so I can describe you. Where is you on the map? Hold on. Gotta switch to the overhead map.
Oh,
Where is
nightmare.
You
Where-
slur.
where- You slur.
You derogatory.
You derogatory. Where?
Now I'm
Where
rattling,
is
I'm
you on
sorry.
this map? I'm gonna kill all of you.
I'm sorry, I'm just opening a candy.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
So
at least I stopped. I mean, that's what I was doing.
Yeah. I just
I'm gonna
needed
kill
to know
both.
where the rattling was coming from. I didn't care.
Okay, hello, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So, she has friends both. There are witches that live in the towers that she is friends with, but she is also friends with people with basically what would be like other witches and like the leader. She's like explaining like she's basically friends with these witches, Barovian witches, and like the one like her closest friends, unfortunately they live as the wizards of the what is it called, the winery of Barovia.
The Wizards of the Coast.
The Wizards of the it's like Wizards Winery or some bullshit name. What is it called? Where is it? The Wizard of the Wines is the
That's
name of
sick.
the
That's
winery
me.
here. So they live past there, so if she's not going out for a mission for Strahd, usually she is going out there to talk to her friends.
She in a coven?
But,
This bitch in a coven.
as far as you know, the spellcaster of the brides is Ludmilla. She has not made any indication that she does magic.
Yeah, see, the gears are turning.
You're having thoughts.
I'm having thoughts, and I'm about to voice them.
Okay.
I have so much spit in my mouth. I'm so sorry.
Frothing at the mouth.
Yeah. Valenta, I thought that Ludmilla was the one who did all of the arcane studies. It never seemed as though you were one to practice spellcasting as well.
I don't do any spellcasting. They're just my friends.
They're just good friends.
They're just friends.
Just friends.
They're in
They're
lesbians.
just friends. She's actually a lesbian.
Yeah,
Surprise!
It's a lesbian sex cult. It's my new headcanon.
I can only hope she's in a lesbian sex cult.
Same, honestly. Maybe we shouldn't
What-
kill her. Maybe she isn't the spy.
Min's gonna ask what kind of magic stuff that the witches do.
Oh, well, not stuff that Strahd always likes, but they're not usually enough of an issue for him to be upset. But, just like a little bit of magic. It's just sometimes they like to do things that Strahd doesn't like.
Min's gonna tilt her head to the side and be like what? Like
They
just like in an obvious like I have no idea what that would be.
You have no idea. Just they like to cause chaos places sometimes where he would rather keep order.
I hate interrogating people.
I'm not having a lot
If
of
you
fun
guys
with
would be
it either.
interested in this sort of thing.
I find it a bit odd that you would be friends with people that, well, Strahd doesn't particularly enjoy the habits of. Doesn't that put you in a little bit of danger if you were to be, say, involved?
She just like shrugs. Like she's clearly nervous that like you're implying something, but she doesn't know what. It's less like I'm guilty and they've caught me and like they're accusing me of something. She's like, well, there's a lot of things that Strahd doesn't like. He just chooses not to deal with them. Just like with Anastraya telling the ghost all about the private details of the castle they're not supposed to know.
Well,
Strahd doesn't get mad.
Well,
Well,
was that Min saying that, or is that David saying
Yeah.
that?
That was Min
Mint.
asking that.
That was me. She just like Strahd can get upset about almost anything sometimes, so usually he lets us be as long as we keep doing what he needs us to do. We get a little more leeway than some of the other vampires of the castle.
So he doesn't like punish you guys or anything?
Well, we're not doing anything that's like against him. It's not our fault that sometimes people do things he doesn't like. Do you have a Tupperware of candy, David?
That was actually a water bottle that time.
Okay,
wish it
I
was
just wanted to
Tupperware.
know.
I do have a bag of candy because
Okay.
while I was out shopping, I bought a bunch of, clearance candy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to refrain from playing with plastic as much as possible.
Thank you. We need to get David stim toys.
On John.
I'm thirsty, okay?
Okay. I'm going to kind of
I'll
squint.
mute myself next time.
Yeah, you better squint at Valentino bag.
Valentino bag.
I find it a bit interesting the wording you choose to use, considering you say going against Strahd. Why would you be concerned about anyone doing that?
Well, lots of people don't like Strahd. Like, why would you be concerned? Well, a lot of people don't like him.
No shit.
you know
No
what?
shit.
At least she's honest.
She's like, are you guys stupid?
What?
She's like, wow, you guys are dumber than I thought.
Yeah, that's
Why would
the
I be
point.
It's
concerned
just
about
like-
That's why I'm
It's
asking her
just-
stupid questions.
Why are you concerned? Gestures vaguely.
She's just like, there's a lot of people who don't like Strahd very much, but he doesn't usually concern himself or any of us with their actions unless they become a real threat to him and his power. The witches aren't really much of a threat to him.
Don't you think having a simple conversation with dead beings that have no real effect over the world that they reside in is a bit less concerning than enjoying the company of people that go directly against what Strahd enjoys?
I mean, it's hard to be upset with me doing something like that when all of his favorite spies do the same sort of thing when they're on missions. he's not going to kill all of us just because we talk to people that don't like him.
How very
There-
lenient of him.
There would be no one left for him to do anything with.
That's the most likable thing about Strahd so far.
Also, do anything with.
I think there's a saying that people tend to use. It's called loose lips sink ships. I feel as though Strahd would concern himself greatly with people who may fit into that standard.
Well, I'm sure, but I don't do anything like that if that's what you're implying.
I would never imply such a thing of someone such as you. I am just merely making conversation.
Mithril, you have not seen this bride upset at all. She does not look happy with you.
Good.
She doesn't look like, oh, angry, like you found me out. She's just like pissed that you won't leave this alone.
Bello, Bello's gonna come up next to Mithril and kind of whisper to them.
With a mouthful of candy.
What you finna say, boy?
I'm just gonna send it to you in private and then send Void what I.
Okay.
Okay. Virgil, are you doing anything with NPCs and
I talk you to
Sure.
Esmeralda.
you talkie to Esmeralda?
Yeah.
I'll finish Mithril's interrogation, and then you can talkie to Esmeralda.
Okay. I can talk to the wife.
If Hans didn't exist.
Yeah.
Boy, this investigation's really getting nowhere.
I see, David, that's the thing about investigations, is they don't typically go nowhere.
This is boring.
That's an interrogation, David. What, do you want Mithril to grab Valenta by the fucking head and slam her face into the table or something?
No, because I don't have that skill.
You fucking want Mithril to Batman this bitch?
Actually, I would like to see that.
Answer the question.
Where are they?
Where?
Usually, you don't want to go for that.
Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
See, the problem is Min's abilities would be more interrogation scenario because I have to punch people. It's literally I have to make an unarmed strike to hit their pressure points, or what they describe as a sensitive nerve of clusters to basically make it. Well, now you can't lie to me.
So happy Root's sex toy is texting me with that sense.
Awesome. Men will see Mithril kind of nod and whisper, I know.
I
To
know.
Bello?
Yes. There is method to my madness right now.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad you have a method to your madness.
I do have a method to my madness. I'm merely crossing names off my list in whatever way I have to do that. Mithril's going to kind of drop their shoulders and smile slightly at Valenta. I apologize if anything I said upset you. It wasn't my intention. I was merely curious about something, and I think I figured some things out. And if what I said hurt your feelings, you have my condolences.
Yes, you can understand why I don't like people coming in here and implying that I want to plan something to hurt my husband, correct?
Of course, I never meant to imply that you specifically wanted to hurt Strahd. There are other things on my mind today. I apologize if the way I spoke was Rude.
He just like nods. Just like nods once.
Oh,
Like
I'm
I've
sorry.
acknowledged
Did
what
you
you
find
said.
what I was saying was rude? Oh, wah.
Wee.
Weh.
I am
Little
leaving.
bitches upset about getting somebody being rude to them.
I
Wah.
need Virgil's boyfriend. Now.
Not boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
You just
Virgil.
walk up to Hans and you're like, let's go.
I'm like, hey, we have to leave your boyfriend alone. Sorry.
Does Virgil need to go anywhere? Does anyone need to go anywhere before I take the escort?
You guys know how to get back to either Vile would know how to get back from like where the dining room area is. You guys the like the not Virgil and Vile part would know how to get back to Ludmilla's study. So you guys would know how to get to other parts of the castle. Virgil would not because of the way he got.
Because of the what?
Because of the way you got here, you're not sure you could get back to anywhere else because of how you got there. Because of how long it was.
I want to say that when Mithril was apologizing to Valyrian, about the like insinuating that we were accusing her of doing something, men would chime in with like, I didn't realize, also didn't realize that that's what they were insinuating type thing.
She is a little less upset at Min. Clearly, like
she realizes Min's just dumb.
Yeah.
Min's basically trying to say they were just curious.
Yeah. She seems more accepting of your apology than Mithril's. So
because Min's the dumb airheaded bimbo. I get it.
Also because Min was not directly being like, so you're friends with people who don't like your husband?
I think I'm gonna go wherever Mithril's going. But I think
Mithril's going alone.
Mithril's going alone.
Well, then I'm gonna stick with Min.
Virgil,
you can try to follow me if you really want.
Virgil is gonna. I think obviously he notices that he's like, oh, Mithril's taking Hans somewhere. Got it. And then he's gonna go over to Hans for a second.
Okay. Well, first, don't you want to talk to Esmeralda?
I can excuse myself for a second.
I was just gonna do that first because it seems like you guys are leaving.
Yeah.
It's my plan.
Yeah, Virgil, I mean, it's not anything that important.
I mean, yeah, are you saying, I'm basically like, are you anything specific conversation?
I was gonna ask her about her friend and Kazan.
Her friend and like, what are you asking?
Well, because she mentioned that the Wizard Tower was someplace that her friend stayed at one point. And I want to ask if she, like, knows... He's gonna ask if that friend is the wizard from the tower, and if Kazan is that person's servant.
No, whoever it's the wizard's tower. Her friend is not the wizard. That the tower is named after.
The wizard of the
like
coast.
What Kazan is? That was told to her at all? Does she know anything about Kazan?
He's some sort of like construct thing, servant.
God,
she's
you're
like,
useless. Fuck.
I'm sorry that the characters don't know things they don't know.
God damn it, Esmeralda, you're useless.
No.
Virgil channeling vile energy there. Why
Yeah.
doesn't everybody tell me what I want to know?
No, Kazan was a part of the tower that her friend basically co-opted. They don't know, like, Kazan before that. Like, they don't know how Kazan is.
I'll just ask, like, who is your friend?
She just smiles at you.
What a bitch.
I'll intimidate the shit out of her if I want.
I don't think she cares.
I don't think she
Like,
cares that much.
I
Do
just
you
wanna
want to
know I just
intimidate
want to know who
Esmeralda?
her friend is. I'm just asking. I'm like, who is your friend? You've mentioned your friend multiple times, and I'm a little concerned.
And just a shrug and a smile, just like, I'm not that interested in sharing that, especially not here in
Yeah,
Castle
stupid.
Ravenloft.
Virgil's
Thank
gonna
you.
stalk her in the mouth. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Sometimes women deserve to get hit, you know?
Yeah?
Don't say that on. You are being recorded. You have said that. That now exists on the internet.
That's in stone.
Yeah.
That's in stone.
No, he's just like, okay, yeah, I'll ask you again at some other point. Okay, bye.
Hello, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Hello. He's just like, yeah, I guess I'll ask at a different point since you're not very
Try
forthcoming.
again later.
Pretty much. Try again later, weather boy.
Virgil's
Okay.
not thinking straight. Leave him alone.
He never thinks
I
straight.
don't think
That's
he
his
ever
fucking
thinks
problem.
straight.
Shut up. That's not gonna help.
Esmeralda's making him think straight for once.
Yeah, Virgil's just like, yeah.
Okay, Devin, I'm terrified of your questions.
Devin, I'm just terrified.
Will you send me? I don't know what allows you to do that. So it would. You would have what gives you that ability? You have that spell?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
Concern.
I think Bello's trying to fuck on me.
No, not Invisalign.
Invisalign, yes. I want Invisalign. There are any Twitch sugar daddies out there?
Shut up.
Here, I've got it for you.
I've got it. I have it.
This is what mine says, just in case they say different things.
Yeah?
It does not. They are the same thing.
The fuck
Okay.
was that noise?
What?
Wah.
I just make noises, and they're new noises now.
There makes sense.
New noises now. So yeah, you're taking Han.
Yeah. Is Virgil
Hans
coming
is
to
not
talk?
boyfriend. Is there anything you want to say to your not boyfriend before he has to go run errands?
Yeah, Virgil's just gonna be like, probably doesn't mean much, but you know, be safe, all that shit. Rely on Mithril, they might protect you. I don't know. And then
Hans is like, you think Mithril's gonna protect me? That's very funny.
Virgil's like, okay. And then slips him something.
Okay, what are you slipping
You
him?
repeating him?
No, Virgil's giving him the worry stone he got from Mithril.
Okay. We're just gonna pass this worry stone around, I guess.
Yeah.
The anxiety rock will make its rounds.
Yes,
Anxiety
thanks.
rock. It's also a, hey, give this back to me, bitch.
The what rock?
Anxiety rock.
Oh, it's a worry
Anxiety
rock.
It's a worry rock. You know, you rub the stone when you're worried and anxious.
Okay.
No.
I know where Mithril and Hans are going. Where are the rest of you? Are you guys staying and talking to Valenta anymore? Are you guys going somewhere?
That's a very good question.
Are you telling them, Mithril, what you're doing?
No wrong.
You're not even being like, I'm gonna go fuck off? Or...
Virgil knows I'm fucking off.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they
That's
all,
good
I
enough.
mean, Min saw me walk away, Bello saw me walk
Yeah.
away, Valentino saw me walk away.
Okay.
More
so
like
yeah,
a
you
valid
guys
victory.
basically can go... Whatever you guys... Are you guys sticking together, I guess, is my first question for this group.
I don't know about everybody else, but I want to wait until everybody leaves to talk to Valenta.
Okay,
I know,
so
I'm splitting the party, but I'm
That's
gonna catch
fine.
up with them.
Okay. Min, Bello, Virgil, and NPCs. What are you guys doing?
Well, I'm gonna.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna give Valenta a pat. You know, give her some emotional support after being accused of being a spy.
Being harassed by the toasted marshmallow.
Yeah, being harassed.
Compliment her sculptures again, and then I'm gonna fuck off.
Okay. Min and Virgil and NPCs. Please don't split up.
I'm bringing Kazan with me.
Are you actually?
Yeah, I'm bringing Kazan with me.
Okay.
He's
Let me
emotional
find him out of
support
the stack.
for the
I mean,
movie.
I guess there's really not a whole lot of reason to stay.
You
here.
guys do know that on Australia said you guys can basically come chill there if you ever want to.
Yeah, actually, I'll make mention to the party that I'm going to Anastrayas. They don't need to know what's happening after that, but hey.
Okay. I mean, do people want to go to Anastrayas besides Vile, who's going to catch up later? Because that's you can chill. I'm trying to think of any of the other places where you guys would just chill, unless if you guys have nothing to do.
Have we
course.
visited everybody at this point?
I mean,
You
not
get-
every
you-
group has, but overall, yes.
Overall, everybody has.
You guys could also like sit and talk about the shit you guys know.
It probably would be hard to deliberate.
Nah. We've not
No.
done that, so.
Oh, okay. But yeah, everyone like collective. If you put the group together, you guys have visited everybody. So.
I mean,
You
yeah,
get-
I would say, I guess, men's for leaving. I don't know where really to go.
Okay,
other than,
I'm
like,
just
maybe some place to like converse over everything everybody knows.
converse. Do you guys just want to all go to Anastasia's and then break up from there? You guys don't have to, but since you guys don't know, you guys don't seem like you want to stay here, really.
Don't split up the group. Okay.
I mean, you can.
I could.
You can. You guys can do. I will accommodate whatever you guys do. I'm just.
Please,
you guys
make
seem a
good
little lost.
choices.
I would say. I mean, we could just go to the study. It's way more comfortable than the fucking Hall of Bones. There's
Hang out with
couches and
Ludmilla.
study. Yeah,
Wanna
why
hang
not?
out with
Ludmilla
bitch
seems
Milla?
nice enough. Yeah, she's chill. She's a
Okay.
bitch. She's a chill. She's quiet.
Yeah,
She's
there
quiet.
You go.
There you
Quiet
go.
bitch.
There you
She's
go.
quiet. I think Virgil will just want to go up to the study and hang out because he's like, if I'm not going to the study or with Mithril, I'm just wandering the halls, and that's a bad idea.
Okay.
So he wants to
So-
go to the study.
Okay. Virgil wants to go to the study. Does anybody want to go with Virgil to the and Ludmilla, presumably?
Men would go.
Okay.
Hey, clown.
I've
Clown,
already
are
made
you-
my decision.
Yeah, Clown's already fucked off.
Clown is fucked up. Clown is trying to do.
Robot, what about you?
Vile, once you're done here, you want to go somewhere specific?
No, I think Virgil says. Does Virgil specifically say he's a robot? What about you?
No.
No, Virgil is really nice to Vile all the time. He's very polite. If anything, he would go up to Vile and just be like, "You good? You want to go hang out and study with the rest of us?"
Except when you're arguing.
I will catch up with you later.
It's a threat.
Just be careful. You know, don't know what
When am I not careful, Virgil?
I can think.
Accusingly.
Virgil starts muttering. It's just okay.
Okay, damn.
It's
Fine.
just like, alright, cool. To the study.
So as Min leaves a Vario coupler over here, she's gonna like wave by and then say it was fun talking with her.
Okay.
Was it?
Sorry, I'm planning.
It
Was
wasn't
it fun
fun.
talking with Melinda?
Oh, Min had
I've-
fun.
I had to be an asshole.
I'm glad you had fun.
Okay, you guys are going to the study. And I'm gonna kick everybody out except for Vile and Moth, so that Vile can talk. Because that's happening first.
Okay, I was gonna say, does Virgil want to listen through files?
Virgil will go through the bird. Presumably, the idea is he gets to the study, sits on a couch, and just takes a nap.
Chills.
Okay.
And he just takes a nap and looks through Faust's senses.
I'm just making sure of who we need to drag in once Vile's done.
Yes. Yes.
Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, David and Devin.
Bye. Wish me I don't die.
I wish
me and I
die. Get out of here!
I'm trying. It keeps fucking asking me if I want.
Pretend I'm not here.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna go pee while you do this. Get back.
Valid. But yeah, once everybody is like gone, I'm going to just walk up to Valenta and just be like, do you know what Strahd's power over you and or this castle are?
She, like, clearly thought everyone else left when you, like, come by, and so she's like, hold on. And she, like, looks and she's like, I'm just sorry, can you repeat that again?
Yes, I am asking what Strahd's power over you and this castle are, i.e., can he hear us while we're talking right now?
He can, if he wants to, he can. He's rather busy, though, at the moment, so I doubt he is. Since he's busy, you know, deciding which of the vampires he's going to kill. So, I don't think he would be currently, but he can in theory. Why?
What about you? Can he read your thoughts and or control you?
Yes, that is how he would be able to, though generally he does not. Generally he prefers to make his own appearance if he wants to sit in on a conversation.
Understood. I'm gonna cast message on her.
Okay. What are you saying?
I'm going to say,
I was not there for the rest of the interviews with the other brides. However, this one did not go well for you. I would be worried about your outcome here at this castle.
He's, like, very concerned. She's like, would you please leave?
Of course. I just wanted to warn you.
And then Vile's gonna leave.
Thank you. Where are you going?
I'm going to the study.
You want to go to the study? Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I am
That's where I said I was gonna go.
Listen, I trust nobody until I am moving them actively.
You're valid. I also would not trust anybody until I am actively moving them.
I'm moving everyone. I'm going to go ahead and do moth shit first.
Alright,
So,
I'll get out of here. Should I send Bello and or Virgil, I guess, because Faust?
Yeah, send Voigel.
Send
Voigel and
Voigel.
Bello? Question mark?
Send Bello.
Alright.
No.
Send Bello. However, I will say invisibility only works so well. But yeah.
I mean,
are you talking to Hans at all?
Yeah, I'll talk to Hans.
Both of you can mute.
No, I like the bird noises. I like that. Thank you.
Yeah, okay,
Sunny, I have a question before we start. If I ask Faust at some point to turn invisible, will Faust listen to me?
Already invisible.
Fantastic.
The second Mithra walked out, he was already just
Cloaking activated.
Figure out what map I need to put you on and put you on that map. But I have to find what map that is first. Okay. You want to talk to Hans? Well, first off, do you want the quick way to Anashaya or the long way?
We can take the long way.
Because he can do either. Okay.
Yeah.
Because Hans is the way Hans likes to traverse the castle, you're not sure how he would be able to learn. Because he's going through places that seem completely disconnected.
That's fine.
But, like, you guys aren't really passing anyone as you're, like, walking at all. So there is the upside of that where you don't need to make as many random encounters because he's taking you on a path that you would not be able to get back through this way, let me be clear.
Yeah, I
You
figured
don't
as
know.
much.
Yeah, but he is taking you through ways that seem like the best way to not be seen by.
He's like, do not perceive me, I'm just running errands.
Yeah, pretty much. You should have moved maps, but I don't know where your token would be on this map.
Well, is he going to speak to me at all?
He like gave you a nod as as you guys like left, but he doesn't seem like he's going to start conversation.
Well,
Where are you on this map? Right?
I know it might be a bit odd, having to be alone with me, considering I threatened your life on multiple occasions, but I would just like to say I don't often get to speak with you privately, but I do appreciate you seeming to keep Virgil a little bit more sane than I think he would be otherwise.
Yes, I'm not sure why he wanted to walk up so completely alone. I would not have suggested that for anyone in the party. Personally. He's just like, dumb fucking move.
Dumb shit.
Dumb shit.
Shit.
Are you not on this map? Where the...
Maps
Did I
aren't
delete
real.
you? Hold on. Can you only see black?
I see me.
Where?
I can't.
Where
There
are
we go.
you?
I'm
I don't know where you are.
I'm in the little room between the outside and the.
Oh. I found you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, there are 4 things in there on a GM layer on top of you guys being in there, and I had no idea what the fuck was going on. Okay. Move that. Put Virgil into that room. Hey, listen, Hans knows that Faust is with Mithril, let me also say. Hans isn't stupid, he knows.
Mithril's like, I will say this in front of Jod and everyone.
Yeah. Basically, like, yeah, I'm glad. Dumbass move. He doesn't say dumbass move. He just said it's unwise to travel Castle Ravenloft completely alone as a guest. Basically.
Can I insight check him?
Sure.
Cause Moth knows, but I don't know if Mithril's picking up on how absolutely uncomfortable he is, so I feel like it's appropriate.
Yeah.
Hey. I think Mithril knows.
Yeah. Wow, natural 20. Yeah, Hans looks very, like, I know you've heard it, but just as a reminder for God and everyone else, Hans is wearing, like, the dress shirt he is wearing is just translucent enough that when it's, like, sitting right on his skin, you can almost see, like, how fucked up his skin is from scars. And he is, like, standing, like, perfectly tense, like, walking with a straight back. Usually he's, like, a little bit of a bastard. He's kind of playful even though he's afraid of Mithril. It's like nothing really. It's just like, I'm taking you, like, I know you are Mithril. I'm not joking with you at all. I'm just taking you to where you want to go. Sort of thing.
Mithril's going to take note of this and ask Hans very directly. Hans, do the walls have ears here?
The walls do not.
Well, if the walls can't hear, I want you to know that even though you're here and I can tell you're not really 100% right now, if anything happens, I would happily do anything to make sure you're okay. Because you mean something to my friend.
Hans gives you a look. He's confused. This is the second time a party member has been nice to him that is not Virgil, and he's like, huh? He's like, thanks. He, like, clearly does not know how. It's not like, thanks, like, fuck you. It's like, thanks, I don't know how to respond. Like, I don't know what you want from me.
Thanks, I'm confused.
Thanks, I'm confused. Thanks, I'm confused.
Thanks,
Pretty
I'm
much.
lost.
Thanks, I'm lost. Yeah. But yeah, you guys are basically getting to Australia. He's like, you want me to take you to Australia and then just like confirming this is the plan of.
Yeah, Mithril nods. I'll need about, I think, 15 or so minutes. So, if you'd like to stay out here, that's fine.
Can I come inside?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
I mean, you
I
can
will
come
do that.
inside.
Australia is the nice bride. He like says it like that. He's like, Australia is the nice bride. I would rather sit in there with her.
Mithril nods, understanding.
Understanding. Bello, are you going inside? I'm just keeping you on mute because you're invisible, though. My life's gonna be. You can unmute if you need to talk. You're not forcibly muted.
Yeah, you're
but
not
I'm just
doomed to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess basically just let me know if your plan changes. So yeah, Hansa's gonna come in. Anastasia doing the same thing she's been doing. She was doing it when Mithro came here. She was doing it when you listened in on Virgil last stream. For the stream, she's doing it again.
She's
She's
always
just like,
doing
oh,
this.
she's always doing this. She's like, oh, Mithril, it's so nice to see you again. And she gives like a little like finger wave to Hans. He is going to at some point move so he's sitting at the table. This is not an immediate thing, but I'm just like, that happens in the background. What are you talking to Anastasia about?
I'm gonna walk over to her. Can I borrow you from your guests for a little bit?
Oh, of course. What do you need?
Well, I was wondering, you seem to be the most fashionable one here, not to be a bit insulting to the others, and I was wondering if I could borrow a dress and some nicer shoes?
Oh, of course. She like looks over you and she's like we look to be the same size, and she's like, do you want to come with me and pick something else, or do you want me to bring you something?
Mithril's going to detail what they're wanting. Satin dress, satin gloves, red shoes.
She understands all of it completely. She is like, got it, understand the mission. She's going to step out to go get it. You don't need to follow her. You can if you want.
Nah, I'm a chill here. I'm gonna like stand in proximity to Hans, but not enough so I'm making him uncomfortable.
Okay. There are ghosts at the table who seem to know who he is. And he kind of chats with them idly. He has a wine glass, so he's chilling. Just like very idly talking, waiting. It takes like 10 minutes for her to
probably on Mithril's headdress for now until Mithril changes.
That's kind of funny. Yeah, so she takes like 10 minutes to come back, and she comes back with basically the outfit you were imagining.
Yeah, buddy.
Like, Mithril is described in detail, but like this is like exactly what you wanted. So she like hands it to you, and like you know where the bathroom is to go change.
Time
so
to
I
go
assume that's
into the not bathroom.
the not bathroom and change. I assume you're going to come back for Hans in a minute.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna change and neatly fold my clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have to take my veil off. Mithril's not a fan of this, but they're gonna do it anyway. And for the first time ever, you guys get to see Mithril's hair actually down in the game.
Actually down in game.
In game, hair down. Mithril's going to walk back in, visibly uncomfortable because they're showing so much skin.
Yeah.
Anastasia, I was wondering if I could leave my normal clothes in here somewhere for me to come back and get later.
Also, she doesn't seem like, she's just like, oh, you look so nice. She does not seem phased at all by any of the like skin or anything that would probably put someone off. She's just like, oh, you look so nice. Yeah, you can leave it with her. Basically, she has like a little area that she can like fold it up and hide, so that it won't be bothered with. So yeah. Bello, how long does your invisibility last? It's like an hour, right? He's fucking dead.
Also, I'm
Okay.
leaving my sword here, but I'm keeping my whip.
You know,
I'm not.
I thought about it.
I don't hope to use the whip, but I'm not going somewhere unarmed in Strahd's castle.
Fair enough. Yeah, so, when the time... Okay. I will let you know. Hold on. Never mind. I got a text that I thought was important, but it's not. So yeah, long way or short way?
Long way is fine.
Long way is fine. Roll me 1d20. Because unfortunately, Hans cannot get you out of every... Oh my god.
God hits me. I'm glad I kept my whip.
Okay, hold on. Where is... I'm pretty sure I know what this is, but I am pretty sure. Okay. I also need to figure out, I need to remember what map actually is on. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so you guys are walking, I don't know where you guys are.
We're definitely somewhere.
You're definitely somewhere, and you see Rahadin, the Dusk Elf.
Oh, hi Rahadin.
He's like, he's coming in, and he like looks at you, and he like raises an eyebrow at your outfit. Not like, oh wow, look at that outfit, but he's like,
the fuck
you
are
came
you
in
wearing?
here. You came in with very different clothing. What the fuck? Basically that. And he's just like, are you going somewhere special with Anastasia later?
Oh, well, I had planned on having a bit of a meeting with someone here, and, I figured my other outfit was a bit too, intimidating for what I needed to do, so I borrowed an outfit from Anastasia. She was very kind.
Like, looks at... I need to pull Virgil out of... Sorry, I'm setting up this other area. Pull you out. There you go. He, like, clearly wants to ask more questions, but he just nods and he's like, I would offer to escort you, but I see Hansen got you taken care of to get you to where you need in the castle.
Mithril nods. Well, I appreciate the offer nonetheless, and I hope that you have a good rest of your evening.
He just nods and he just continues on. He's just like,
bitch, what the fuck?
He was clearly not looking for you guys, or anything. He was clearly on other business than like, oh, let me go harass the party. So, okay, Bello, I have a question. So you guys are going up this staircase? Also, I guess first for Mithril. I assume you do not want Hans in the room with
No.
Escher. Do you want Hans outside the room?
Yeah, I was gonna ask Hans to stay with Kazan.
Okay, he can do that. Bello, are you trying to get into the room with Mithril? Because that is going to involve some checks to not get caught moving around them, basically.
I'm really happy that your question wasn't a map-based question because it's just pitch black for me.
Yeah, I know it is.
Okay.
I know it is.
What kind of role would it be?
Probably an athletics or acrobat. Like, this stairway can fit like 1.5 people wide, and Hans is a pretty wide man. Like, he's not a twink.
Why?
You can't just get past him. And and you also have to get past Kazan in order to get into the room before the door shuts. So it would probably be an athletics or an. I would let you choose.
Bella just spider crawls on the ceiling.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well,
Or you could ask Hans
Well, okay,
and
so
scare
here's
the
the
shit
thing.
out of him.
Kazan, you said that Kazan's going into the room?
He's
No.
staying outside with Hans.
Okay. And they're going to be standing in front of the door.
Basically,
Yes.
but you would have to get around, you would have to basically get there before. So you're like in this staircase, basically. Or you could just be like, fuck it, I don't actually want to deal with this, and I'm gonna go fuck off in the study.
Let me look here.
While you look, I need to go move my faucet.
I love that every session we have to move the faucet. I think that's the best part of this game.
God, why are my athletics and acrobatics so low?
They shouldn't be. You're a fucking rogue.
I've got a +5 and a +2.
Hi, I'm back.
That's not bad.
I love that that's fucking low.
Yeah, that's
dude.
low.
Considering you don't have proficiency in them either.
What happened?
He's complaining
I've
about
got
his
half
fucking stats
proficiency.
being low.
What are the stats?
Athletics and acrobatics.
What are the pluses?
+5 and +2.
Yeah, that's not +5 is not low, Devin.
Well, okay. It is when I look at the rest of them, and it's like +10,
Proficiency
+10,
and
+7, +10, +10,
Proficiency and
+7.
expertise, my dude.
Yeah, that's different. Anyway, make your roll.
Roll, bitch.
1.
No, we already did that
Jinx
today.
him.
Let's see here.
Come on.
What?
I'm gonna roll persuasion to see if I can convince Hans that Mithril.
You want to invisibly talk to Hans?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
You want to do this?
Also, as an aside, Mithril did keep their bell. Mithril always keeps it on them because they know for some reason. It's Bello related.
It's Bella related. You do also have that. You are going to invisibly talk to Hans. This spy that is clearly uncomfortable, and you don't know what his scare reaction might be.
He
That's a
attacks
fair
me, I swear to God.
It's not Mithril he'd attack.
I mean,
But
I
he
can
might
speak
end up
inside
shoving-
his head.
You think that's better?
I feel like that's better.
It keeps me out of the stabby stab range, so technically it's better.
Oh, okay.
Oh my fucking god.
What are you using message?
Let's see,
Hello?
where was it?
Okay.
Make your fucking choice.
Hurry up.
Make your choice, or I'm gonna start
I'm
rolling fucking investigations to see if I can sense Bello.
You can. Roll me investigation.
Okay, speaking in the head is a level 6 thing.
Okay.
So I would have to actually talk to him.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to do it from like no, because if I'm out of stabby range, then I have to be loud enough that
You have to
Mithril
be
will hear
loud.
me.
We'll hear. Yes.
They're just bank on your acrobatics, dude.
You're also trying to convince Hans, who Mithril told the plan to, that suddenly you're involved.
I feel like Hans is much more inclined to listen to Mithril, who is much more murderous.
Yeah.
It's literally less problem to just try and bank on your acrobatics.
Yeah, I'll try to
fucking
bank on the
traumatize the shit out of Hans.
I mean, if you fail, there might be issues. This isn't really a good way to get around Hans. I'm gonna be honest, if you fail. So
I'm excited to see what
but you
happens.
You can pick your poison.
Yeah. Make your choice.
Make an assessment.
I'll try the acrobatics.
Okay. Roll me an
Please.
acrobatics.
Please +5. Why?
Okay. So you're like trying to get around Hans, you know. Luckily he is mostly unarmed. He does not have his sword on him. He only has his fists. But you're trying to like sneak past him, and you like brush up against his shoulder, and he is going to make a check to throw you down the stairs. Basically. Not that he knows that it's Bello, but something just tried to get past him, and he's been in this fucking castle enough to not trust like that. So
trust like that.
I'm watching this.
You're just watching this.
Yeah, Faust, like Virgil is watching it happen actively.
A push would just be a strength roll, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
You take the shove action.
Yeah, you can take a shove action.
What is shove action just?
Using the attack action, you can make a special melee attack to shove a creature, either to knock it prone or push it away from you.
Okay.
The target must be no more than one size larger than you, which it's not, and must be within your reach. Instead of making an attack roll, you make strength athletics check contested by the target's strength or dexterity, athletics or acrobatics. The target chooses the ability to use. If you succeed, you either knock the target prone or push it 5 feet away from you. Either of those would work.
Okay.
So I would have to roll to contest with another acrobatics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need me to do that right now?
Yeah, you're doing that. I'm checking to see what he's rolling. Basically.
Why?
Because you're
Did
fucking
we...
hubris.
Oh!
What?
Did we
That
forget?
was fucking dead.
Did we forget to do the D20?
I did it.
No.
Okay.
You guys did it. Files got me.
Oh.
Well, now I gotta roll to see if I stay invisible.
Yeah, that would break your situation. I'm gonna
definitely break your invisibility.
You better hope it doesn't break, because Mithril's gonna be livid.
Mithril, this is not like a subtle move by Hans either. Like, he feels something and he basically turns and grabs and throws down the stairs.
Hans? Are you okay?
Fucking judo throw.
Just fucking react. It's a concentration.
That's a concentration check.
I think that's wisdom.
It's whiz.
Yeah, Hans, like, he does it, and maybe you guys can hear Bello falling, but he just looks at Mithril and he's like, something was trying to get past me, and so I threw it down the stairs. I don't know what it was.
What? Isn't this hallway a little small for someone to be trying to come past? And also, is there anything in here that's invisible?
Things do stuff like that around the castle, but
By the
I
way,
would
it's a
be
con
surprised.
saving throw, though.
Oh,
It's a
is it
con saving.
Constitution.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a Constitution
plus
save.
Yeah, here, just remember this simple trick. Con.
Con.
There we go.
And what
I'm.
Just
am
a
I
saving
looking
throw.
for?
It's throw saving throw, and I think it's your spell DC, or that you're trying to hit. Just roll a con saving throw.
My save DC?
Roll a con saving throw while we
Roll a
figure it out.
con. Well,
Why?
So you're not
the
invisible.
DC equals 10 or half the damage you take, whichever number is higher. If you take
Um,
damage, but I feel like getting pushed
I'm not gonna
into the
make
fucking
you-
stairs.
I'm not gonna make you take a lot of damage, Bello, because it was mostly for funnies. Maybe you guys weren't up in all the way in the stairs yet, but that would not match. Yeah, you break concentration. Also, just take 5 damage for being stupid.
Mithril has
I'm not gonna
turned
make
to
you-
look.
Yeah, so Hans is like, as he turns back to be like, I don't know, something just tried to get past me. You see Bello fall out of invisibility as they're falling down the stairs.
I
You
am
fool.
fucking trotting down the stairs after him. Get the fuck out of my way.
Hans will
fool.
push up against the wall so Mithril can pass him. Because he doesn't want to be between Bello and Mithril.
I'm about to get smited.
Bro, you finna get beat.
Smote.
Is Bello on the ground?
I will say Bello has made it to the end of the stairs. And so, pretty much.
Are they prone?
Are they on the ground?
Yes,
Or are they up?
they are prone.
I am trotting my angry little fireball ass over there, grabbing Bello by their shirt in the front and shaking them. Bello! What are you doing?
Bello's going to jingle miserably and then speak in your brain because you're still holding the bell. That they were just making sure that nothing funny happened going through this castle.
Mithril composes themselves because an angry Mithril is a bad
I want to
Mithril.
say Faust uncloaks and just fucking stares incredulously at Bello.
Bello?
Bello's gonna finger wave at Faust.
Bello?
Virgil's voice speaks through. The fuck?
If you want to follow me, you can just ask. But do not follow me unless you ask, unless you want me to burn you to a crisp. Got it?
Mingled miserably.
Now, if you would like to apologize, I will let you continue to follow me, but you are not coming in the room with me, and you are not going to speak on anything you hear or see. Got it?
Bello's gonna nod.
I drop him and fucking stomp back up the stairs. I hope you hit your head.
Faust is invisible again, but I want you to know that Faust is basically just going going up the stairs.
Take 50 damage. You snapped your neck when Mithril dropped you.
Yeah. So yeah, Bello, what are you doing? Are you going to the study like you've been caught?
No, I'm gonna wait around here with Hans.
Okay, you're gonna wait with Hans. I will send you away since you will not be in the room. And Hans is just, unless you would like to
Well-
talk to Hans.
Technically, Bello could listen through the bell.
Yeah, I can still listen.
Okay,
through
you
the
can
bell. I
listen
just
to the
wanted
bell.
Only lasts
Okay.
a minute.
Only lasts a minute to listen
Yeah,
through the bell.
you have to actively take the attempt to listen through the bell.
Do you have
once per
unlimited
minute.
attempts? How many times can you listen through the bell?
You just fucking do it. It's
Yeah.
destroyed. If you view through it, like if you actively do the remote viewing thing, you
Mhm.
enter a trance. It lasts for a minute, ends early if you dismiss it or incapacitated. During this time, you can see and hear from the token as if you were located where it is. While you're using your senses at the token's location, you are blind and deafened in regard to your own surroundings. When the trance ends, the token is destroyed.
Okay.
If you remote view through it, you can only do it for a minute, and afterwards it just fucking breaks, and then you have to finish a long rest.
Bello, do you want to do that?
I'll wait for a little bit.
Well then, you're just gonna sit outside. I'm not gonna let you sit in here when you're not in the room.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Goodbye.
Well, go on, get out of here. Then.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
I have to try back in.
Go.
Oh, well, I will mute.
Okay. Goodbye, Virgil. Go back on mute. Hans is basically just gonna sit in the stairwell, with Kazan. Like, he's not concerned. He's just gonna sit on the stairs. He did find it kind of funny. So, that was funny.
Mithra's going to turn to Hans. I'm sure you enjoy listening to someone else get threatened by me for once.
Yes, I think the clown deserves it sometimes.
I often enjoy
Sorry,
Bello's
that's fucking
presence,
hilarious.
but I think they deserve to be put in their place every once in a while before they get too bold.
Hans is like, nuts. Understandable.
Mithral's going to command Kazan to stand in front of the door
Okay,
after I, go in.
that's fine. Bello is typing. What the fuck do they want?
Bello, I will fucking end you. Try getting past
That was so
Kazan.
funny. And Hans, who is just fucking laying there and has thrown Bello down the stairs once now. Accidentally.
If Virgil
But, like-
had been there, he would have been super eyes emoji at that one. They're like, wow, that is very hot.
This is the equivalent of the flip in the
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, you come in, and this is like a library area, He's fucking laying out on a couch reading, basically. He, like, looks up when you come in, and, hold on, I'm getting a phone call.
Ring a ding ding, baby.
Hi.
Hello.
Sorry. I think that was the funniest shit. Just fucking. Bello!
Bello!
That was horrifying.
Mithril is enraged.
See, Devin's over here sitting like, why am I rolling so low? It's like, it's because of your fucking hubris, bitch.
Yeah, you thought.
Also, just thinking about it, right? I'm 90% sure that Hans
Sorry.
can just detect invisible people if his passive perception is high enough.
Yes.
Because if you roll stealth while invisible, and it's lower than what somebody else's passive perception is, they'll just know your ass is there.
Yeah.
Someone
Hans
tells
is-
me Hans has high enough passive to pick up on anything below a 15.
What is his passive? I
There's something very funny about Mithril in this fancy tight dress, grabbing Bello and shaking them viciously.
Hans probably knew Bella was there before, but he was choosing to not care. But you knock him, and he's already like.
Dude, Hans is more intimidated by Mithril than the clown could ever make him.
Pretty much. Bello is a fact of life. Mithril can do radiant damage.
Mithril does things that
Hold on.
no creature should.
Bello exists purely to create problems.
So yeah, you walk in, Escher like raises an eyebrow. Like when you walk in, he's like, "Oh, Mithril, it's so nice to see you again." He like clearly looks over your outfit and then back to your face politely.
He's like, noted.
Noted. I am respectful. I'm looking at your face.
Yeah, don't look at my scars, I'll kill you. Well, it seems as though you and I never really got to have a proper conversation, and seeing as I've had a nice long introduction with all of the other brides, I figured it would be nice if you and I could chat for a bit. And while I do enjoy looking at libraries, as well, where I come from, we didn't have many books.
He like gesture. He's like sitting. He was like fucking laying on the couch. There's two couches in here. He sits up. You can either sit next to him or you can sit at the other couch.
Yeah,
He
I'm going to
gestures to
sit
them.
next to him.
You're gonna sit next to him?
Yeah, of
Cool.
course I am.
Of course you are. He's like, yes, I believe the only person from the party that I've talked to in depth would be Virgil. He came by earlier with Holmes to come and talk to me. He was looking for some book, but I didn't get to chat with him for long. So.
Well, Virgil does like to pop in and out as needed, but I tend to like having long conversations. I didn't get out much before coming to Barovia, so it's quite nice being around other, well, people and non-people, I guess.
Sorry, the Roll20 chat is a distraction.
They're always such a distraction. Always is a gay to having say.
So, he's like, "Oh, you didn't get to go out much before you came to Barovia? That's quite a shame. I don't really leave the castle much anymore, but I don't think, from other travelers that I've met, I don't think Barovia is the most interesting place to be your first outing to."
I must say that it is quite comparable in some ways to, well, where I came from before. It can be rather bleak and depressing, but there are often nice souls to speak to, and Mithril, like, bats their eyelashes.
Hi, Devin. He's clearly noticing everything that you're doing. So, like, he's not super subtle about it. But he's, you were talking about how it's comparable.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's
I got distracted.
comparable. The bleakness
Comparable.
is comparable, but it's nice to have nice souls to talk to.
Nice souls to talk to. And he's like, yes, I can definitely agree with that. Though lately I've been spending a lot of time up here reading. Like, this is a large amount of, like, objectively, this is a big library. This is a small room, but I've made it bigger because I've changed the fucking castle. He's just like, yes, unfortunately, there are not that many people who come by anymore that are very interesting to talk to. We don't get, adventuring parties like you here very often.
Well, I will say that our group is, well, unique. The people around Barovia don't seem to take well to most of us, considering, well, Mithril gestures to their entire self. We don't,
Yeah.
look like most people here, for good or bad.
Yes, I'm surprised. Have you not been chased out of any town for being a demon or a curse or something along those lines?
Throw kind of laughs at that. Actually, quite the opposite. I tend to, well, people tend to like me a little too much in that regard, and so I have gotten not necessarily chased, but I ran myself out of a town after I started a revolution. Because
Lucky.
yes.
He knows exactly what you're talking about. He's like, we are updated on your guys' whereabouts fairly often by some of the spies. Even though we're not Strahd, me especially, I tend to help out with some of the spawns. He is, let me be clear, he is also a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the brides seem to refer to the spies in general as spawns, as if they're a level above the vampire spawns
So they're elitist.
that are spies. Or maybe they're a little elitist.
Only a little.
But yeah, he's like, yeah, I know exactly what you did on Valaki. It was quite fun to hear about. Strahd was rather happy with what you did.
Considering the Baron was, I think, what most people would say, an asshole. I think he kind of deserved what he got, if I can be quite frank with you.
Well, despite the fact that you had killed them, the vampire spawns were not in the coffin, were not just there to cause your party problems. They were previously set up, and you guys just had to be in the right place at the wrong time to fight.
Well, sometimes things happen for a reason, I guess. I mean, wouldn't you say so? And Mithra kind of like drifts their hand down and kind of brushes their fingers on his knee.
I hate you.
I'm sorry that I'm doing what I have to do.
Belle, you're probably only going to be in here for a few more lines, just so you know. He's like, yes, I assume there was a reason. He like glances down at your hands. But he was trying very hard to be respectful. You didn't flirt with him at dinner, so he got everything he's wanted. Then you can leave, Bello.
Get out of here.
Get the fuck, goodbye.
I hate
Bello
you.
is currently right.
Bello, you're gonna
Get the
just
fuck
die.
out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I use Wrathful Smite on Bello next time I see them.
Okay. Anyway, I'm telling you, I was giving you a few more lines as a thing. It probably has already broken. I was being lenient with the rules.
1 minute.
It's 1 minute. If you've gotten what you needed, you can leave.
Goodbye.
There you go. Goodbye.
The fuck out of here.
Get the fuck.
Now
Cool.
the only one that has to listen to this debauchery is Virgil.
I have to do it. Stream has to hear it.
I'm not happy with it.
Zach gets to hear it.
Zach has to hear this. Yeah. You say like everything happens for a reason.
Mhm.
He's like, yes, I would assume so. I was getting extremely bored of finding things to do around the castle when God said you guys were coming for dinner, so I was rather excited that you guys would be joining us tonight.
I don't like the choices I've made. Well, someone such as yourself, I could see getting bored in a place like this. It's rather empty, and the people here are, well, they're not as talkative and interesting as you.
No, most of Strahd's favorite spies, unfortunately, are the ones doing the important business, so I don't even get to have any interesting conversations with them.
Oh, well, what sort of interesting conversations do you like to have, Escher?
Bruh. He just looks at you and raises an eyebrow. I'm sure you can figure it out. You're smart enough.
You're not gonna like me.
But no, most of the interesting spies that are not feral, unfortunately, have the most important jobs, and he's like quotation marks sarcastic around most important jobs. So aside from Zandra, they don't really stay in the castle for very long.
Forgive me, God, for I have sinned. Mithra's going to slide their hand onto his thigh.
Okay.
Well, I would love to hear more about your interesting conversations. I think there's much you and I could talk about.
I'm gonna kill myself.
I'm gonna kill myself.
You didn't have to do this. This is your fault.
No, I know what I have to do.
No. Gonna kill Moth after this.
I'm gonna kill me after this.
You better write a last will.
You can have Peggy.
He's like, yeah, what sort of conversations? He's like clearly like distracted. But he's like, yeah, what sort of conversations?
Well, I think you and I could come to some sort of mutual agreement. You seem to be such an intelligent man, and well, I know that I have things I could provide. So tell me, do you know anything about someone that might be going behind Strahd's back?
Sorry, the roll 20 is a distraction. He's like furrows his like brows a little bit at your question, and he's like, well, Ludmilla is his least favorite because she's the oldest. And Valinta likes to leave the castle sometimes and talk to her witches, but not on Australia or me. We don't really leave the castle very much. Oh.
And you enjoy conversations with the spies? Is there, well, anything particularly fascinating they might have told you?
It's not things they're telling me that is interesting. But what sort of information are you looking for? I'm kind of in control of the spies, so to speak. Strahd gave me that duty since I'm rather interested in some of the spies already.
Well, I have a couple things I was thinking of, and, well, I know information comes with a price, but could you tell me, is there anything Strahd would do or allow to happen that would make him let go of a favorite?
A favorite spy or a bride? Basically, what type of spawn? What spawn in the hierarchy are you asking for?
Oh, nothing terribly important, just a spy.
Just a spy. Well, most of the spies don't last long enough for them to be let go of. Usually they need to be disposed of. But his favorite spies he doesn't usually like to let go of, considering he handpicked them before and they had an interesting relationship before they became one of the nicely dressed spies that you see.
And, well, do you think you could possibly arrange something to where if a spy went missing, well, no one would know or worry too much?
I mean, what do you have planned?
There's a certain someone who a friend has taken an interest in, but obviously they're indisposed with their Mithril gestures to the castle.
Yeah. Escher is like, well, Strahd will know if you do something to sever his tie with that spy, but which spy is it? He's interested in which spy specifically that would go missing.
Now, dear Usher, I can't tell you all of my secrets. Well, you know, I think you're quite interesting, but as you know, I'm not necessarily someone that Strahd would want knowing everything, and as you can imagine, I wouldn't necessarily want someone knowing everything I know either. How can I know I'll trust you?
And she's like, well, I just want to know, because whether or not one of the spies is my favorites will depend on how much of a distraction I will be for you. Because Strahd will know, but it's just a matter of whether Strahd cares enough. And if he's distracted, he can't care enough.
If you must know, it's our dear Hans.
He is not surprised in the slightest.
I knew he wouldn't be, but
He wouldn't be.
Wasn't gonna give up the goat.
No. Escher is like, disappointing, but I can make sure that Strahd is generally distracted enough for at least a little while. Though Hans is one of his favorites of the favorites. So I don't think anything I could do would last forever.
Mithril nods. I have just maybe one more question to bother you with.
Okay.
What makes Strahd take a bride? What's the reasoning behind it? I'm sure you might possibly know.
Well, he takes brides about every. Apparently, he's been taking brides more frequently, and his little side relationships with people that turn into the favorite spies a little less often. But he just decides that useful and entertaining in some way. People who are spies currently never had a use for Strahd. They were only entertaining, if you understand what I mean.
Mithril chuckles slightly at this. And are the brides people from the outside, or are they someone already involved with Strahd?
Usually they are just people from Barovia. I don't think he's ever taken a bride from outside Barovia, but there are not many interesting humans that work within the castle. I believe Ludmilla was of Astana, and Anastasia was from Valaki, and I was from Kurzek, and Volenta was from some place that no longer exists between Kurzek and Valaki. So, not near the castle, generally.
Mithril nods. And since you've been such a gracious host to me, Asher, is there anything I could do for you?
Don't make me say anything specifically. We're just gonna say something.
Definitely a thing. That
Definitely
Mithril
a
doesn't
thing.
really want to
Mithril
do.
knows swag.
No. How far?
He can
How
get to
far
third
would-
base.
I don't know what third
He's
base
not
is.
hitting a home run. He's not fucking
Okay.
Mithril.
That's fine. He'll take that, and we're going to end it there.
Thanks, I hate it.
Let me.
So, literally the most uncomfortable moment in a fucking D&D game since 1DM a few years ago told me about one of our problem players making secret rolls to fuck his sword.
God, oh my god.
This is the second most uncomfortable situation I've been in D&D.
This is my most uncomfortable DM situation I've ever been put in.
It would already be an awkward DM situation, but it's also Moth.
It's also Moth.
That's the problem. It's Moth.
Father.
It's Dad.
Father. Bello, answer me.
Bello, answer.
Bello, answer the question.
Bello, more like Smello, am I right?
I'm sure Mithril's opinion on Bello has darkened slightly already.
Absolutely. Also, after this, I would like to go talk to Strahd.
Okay. You're not going to talk to the party. You're going to go straight to find Strahd.
I'm going straight to Straddy.
Okay. If Devin is gone, then I'm going to send Virgil away to go, because if you're listening through Fox, you're not present in the study, right?
No, my senses are completely deafened and blinded in the real world. If I'm
Do
seeing
you-
your Faust's senses, like to everybody else,
He's
Virgil looks like he's
kin-shifting.
taken. To everybody else, it looks like Virgil's just fucking napping. On the
Does
couch.
Virgil tell Esmeralda, Irina, Min, anyone about this?
No, he does not. He just says that he's feeling really bad and has suddenly come down with a bout of tiredness, so he's just taking a little nap for a while.
Ludmilla would be fine. She doesn't care as long as you're quiet.
He's very quiet.
He's very quiet. I need to know if Bello appears to be back. And then I'm gonna do the thing in the but if Martha's gonna go to
Leave my not boyfriend alone, you fucking clown.
Honk honk, I will kill you.
I want to know what the fuck Bello is trying to get, because Hans is just chilling. He just wants to dissociate. What are you doing to this poor man who just wants to dissociate, Bello?
Hello? Okay.
Hello.
You know, just like little things. Like
No,
after I was done listening in, doing the little laughing laughing gesture, like
just to get any reaction out of Hans
Yeah.
of any kind.
I mean, like, he looks at you sometimes, but if you're not, like, talking to him, he's just chilling. He's checked out mentally.
He's like,
So,
leave me alone.
he's basically like, I'm just here to be an escort around the castle.
Bro, I'm just doing my job.
I'm just doing my job.
Just like Mithra was, am I right?
Just following
It's
orders.
terrible. Alright, yeah, I guess my question is, are you trying to talk to Hans at all before Mithril comes out?
Good for them.
If Hans isn't really giving me like reactions when I'm sitting there trying to play with him,
Yeah.
then Bello probably wouldn't bother trying to talk.
Okay. It's fine. You're probably sitting, because Kazan takes up most of the landing in front of the door. Hans is like sitting on the edge of that landing. Oh my god. It's cute.
I'll sit
And-
on one of the steps.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So you're probably a few beneath him. But if you're not doing anything specific, then I assume you're just chilling until Mithril comes out?
Yeah.
Okay. Mithril, you walk out. Hans is sitting there. Bello is sitting a few steps down from Hans. They don't seem to be interacting at all.
Mithril points at Bello. If you say anything, I will throw you to the wolves.
Willow's gonna do the little zipper gesture.
Bello, how the fuck do you have knowledge of a thing that hasn't been invented yet?
Zippers?
Mithril's going to walk up to Hans.
Hans has gotten up when you came out.
Can you just do one more thing for me and take me to where Strahd is?
Do one more thing for me and kill the clown.
Hans, gladly.
Hans, gladly.
He's like, yeah, we can, he's still in the King's Hall with all of the vampire spawns. But I can take you to them. He like he's like, to Mithril, gestures to Clown. Is Bello coming with? He's asking Mithril, he's not asking Bello.
Mithril looks at the clown up and down. I don't think they'll be joining us, and well, if they try to join us, Hans, can you please dispose of them accordingly?
Hans is
You
like, do you...
motherfucker.
Hans is like...
Throwing them down some stairs again would be really nice.
Hans is like, okay. Hold on. He's like, well, Bello could come with us to Strahd, and then I could take Bello back up to the study where I think the rest of everyone is.
If that would satisfy them, that's fine.
Make me hang out with the other people.
Bello, is that cool? Hans is like, is that cool?
Jingles dejectedly.
Okay. Let me move you over. I'm probably gonna pause your conversation and talk to the people in the library and then come back.
That's fine.
But let me...
I need to write notes from what I learned anyway.
I think Moth also just needs a minute.
I need a mental health break.
Okay.
Shut up, Zach.
What's Zach saying?
Daddy
Hi, Zach.
Vladdy in
Daddy
the chat.
Vladdy.
There are a lot of things that you don't want to call him
Sir,
that.
you don't understand.
I don't know where... Okay, I'm sorry, I'm moving you over.
I'm so sad that I missed nasty, disrespectful Mithril.
It was bad.
Cease.
This is terrible.
Everyone hated it.
Cease your hostilities.
So yeah, Bello and Virgil, send me the other two. Send me the banished.
You want me to go get some? Okay.
You also have to go.
Oh, I have to leave?
You're not present in the study, so yes. You're sleeping, but you're not present.
Okay.
I bring them.
Well, you have to stay there. Send me them is what I meant.
Oh.
Thank you. My God.
Jesus.
Where's David? Is David gone? Sin's dead.
Holy shit. Oh, Sin's back, but she's not in here.
Hi, David.
Hi, David. Hi, Sin.
Communication errors over who needed to come over.
Am I in the right chat?
Yes, you're here. I'm
We
sorry
need to
that
be.
I don't understand why leave and send me the other two was so hard.
Well, so what happened is we were in the middle of a conversation
Okay.
when Devin came over and then said he said the both of us need to come over.
And then he left and went to the other chat, and I was like, do we? And then I came and I couldn't hear you, so then I left again and came back, and I don't know what's happening.
Sorry, you guys can Virgil, you can't just double dip completely.
I was about to say, wouldn't this be happening at the same time?
Yes. Like, it's a decent it's like a 20-minute. They do some things. This was the worst thing. I want you to know that I've never disliked role-playing with Moth before, so this was the first.
I haven't really fully been paying attention, so
I
don't know what's going
was
on.
a menace, and I feel bad.
Like, the most I know of what's been going on is that, Bello got thrown down the stairs, and
Yeah,
Victor
I
was
heard
not
Bello
happy.
got thrown down the stairs. I thought you
Mhm.
were flirting with Escher. Did it go bad?
No,
Or did it
No,
go
it
good?
went well.
Escher,
That's
Damn
the
it.
problem.
Escher got to third base.
What? What?
I had to pay him somehow.
Shit's been going on, apparently.
Anyway,
It went so much further than I thought it would.
No.
Listen, I refuse to fuck him.
That's so
Which
funny.
is fine.
That's so funny. Okay, anyways.
Have fun with
Anyway,
your encounter. I'm
Saying,
writing
but you
notes.
can get as frisky as you want.
Yeah, so, basically what happens on your guys'
I'm glad I was
Is
not
you-
involved in that.
I wish I was not involved in that. Anyway.
Fair.
Min and, Hans, here, get out of here. Somewhere. Min, where is Vile? Where is Vile
In the
on this
corner.
map?
With the heart around them.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why that heart was completely disguising for me, but
It's camouflage.
Camouflage. So yeah, Virgil, Irina, Ez, Min, and then Vile. You're catching up pretty quickly. What are you guys doing in here? You come in. You guys basically come in. Ludmilla is like, hi. Basically, just like, here. Do you guys basically just ask to chill?
Yeah, I would, unless somebody else said it, I would say Min would probably explain, we just came here to, be out of the way and just kind of chill for a little while.
She's like, as long as you stay out of my way, I don't mind your company.
Min is actually gonna ask if she minds if, Min goes through and, reads any of the books.
She's like, go ahead. Most of them are not of use to me often enough for them to get their worth out of them. So feel free to look through them. I'm just gonna say Virgil just comes in and fucking falls asleep. If that's what it looks like to you guys.
Yeah, just walks right in, doesn't say anything, just sits down on the couch and just passes out.
Pretty much, yeah. Vile, what are you doing while you're in here?
I think Vile does a quick once over of the books to see if there's anything interesting, and then if there's not, they're just going to explore around this direct area. They're not going to leave and go to another floor, but they haven't been around this floor yet, so they're just gonna walk around a bit.
They want to stay in this room, in this floor, but not in this room.
Yeah, they don't want to go find anything else. They're we're waiting here for everyone else to catch up. They're doing things, but Vile is a toddler and does not want to sit down in a study for however long, so they're gonna walk around.
Does
Okay,
Vile
see
what they
do
see.
anything with Min?
I think Vile would kind of follow Min for a couple minutes, while they're still looking at the books, trying to see what Min is looking at, what books Min grabs. But other than that, Vile would kind of wander off after a second.
I was picturing that like Min would probably be looking at like maybe like some history books or things, but like if Vile wanted to, like, could just grab any books that seem to be of interest to the both of us. Like
I will
look at
say
them
there's
together.
there's no fiction books, but you guys have a decent amount of. There's a lot of nonfiction about like almost anything. There's history books and shit. If anything is of interest, if you're looking for a specific book, I can tell you if there's one like it in here. I don't know if you would be. As is also looking through the book, so.
Vile specifically, I don't think would be interested in any of these because they're like, none of these are fairy tales. All of these are boring as fuck.
There's no pictures.
Yeah,
There's no
where are the pictures? So yeah, I think they would like just like walk
Wander
over
off.
to where Min is, see that Min's looking at history books, go, God, that's boring, and then like walk through this door or something.
Okay.
That's a
you can
lot
go
of
do that.
words. That doesn't look fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Min,
there's no pictures and it's all words. That's boring.
Min, are you looking for any specific type of history book?
I think Min would just kind of like be browsing around at like history books or whatever and probably just grab whatever title looks interesting.
Yeah. I will say generally there are like Barovian history books, but there are also books about shit that definitely is not Barovian. Like these are like pre-Barovia textbooks history books. So you kind of have those two
Those
to
sound
pick from.
interesting.
So, obviously the books that seem to be before Barovia look older. But yeah, if there's like, oh, you want to learn about a specific topic, like, let me know.
Yeah,
Um,
I'd say Min would probably grab like a couple of like Barovian history and then probably some of like the pre-Barovian just because that sounds interesting.
Cool. I'm going to delete you. I guess this is Virgil's heart.
Just because like, you know, we don't really hear a whole lot about pre-Barovian history.
Yeah. I will give Min some time to read that, and then, let me see.
I hope Virgil.
So yeah, let me. I'll just walk Vile through kind of what you're seeing. Where is this? What is that?
You can't
Okay,
close your eyes during the nasty, disrespectful parts.
Yeah, I'm basically like, when does Virgil check out? Like when they start getting to third base, or like when they the room? Okay, 40.
Does Virgil have to roll a sanity check?
No. K45. So, this hallway is full of statues. If you come over this way, over here. Statues. Dark alcoves line the walls of this long hall. The ceiling has fallen here, leaving rubble strewn across the floor. Overhead, the beams of Ravenloft's roof are exposed, lightning from the dark clouds above sporadically illuminates the hall, and lighting the faces of life-sized human statues in the alcoves. Each of them is frozen in terror.
All right, real quick, I'm gonna point at every single one of these statues. I'm gonna cast message. Are you alive? Are you alive? Are you alive? To each of these statues.
Is message a cantrip?
Message is a cantrip.
Okay.
You have message as a cantrip?
Yeah, I have message as a cantrip. You
Why
think
did
I'm
I
gonna
not know this until now? That's funny.
Oh.
Sorry,
Literally
my brain is.
telepathic robot.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that Vile has that as a cantrip. I'm gonna be honest. You are
I have
not.
other telepathy spells not as a cantrip if you'd prefer I use those.
you are not. They're not like alive in the sense you don't get like a response back, but you
Yeah.
get the sense that something is listening. If you want to like ask a more like maybe there's spirits tied to the statues.
Do all of them seem like they have spirits? Like every single one I point at, it's like, yeah, there might be something there.
God,
Yes.
Now I'm imagining how many fun conversations Min and Vile could have via telepathy.
God.
Oh fuck. Chaos twins.
Chaos.
I'm gonna walk up to the one like closest to the door I just came out of. And I'm gonna touch the statue. Does anything happen?
Chaos twin
Nothing
powers
happens
activate.
when you touch it. So.
Real quick, gonna spend 10 minutes standing here casting Identify.
Real quick, but also
what does
10
Identify give you?
Yeah, here, I'll post it real quick.
Yeah, give me that.
Because I can cast it as a fucking...
Yeah, ritual.
Yeah, it takes 10 minutes to cast as a ritual, but I'm like,
Mhm.
I don't want to use a spell slot for this.
Yeah.
A pearl worth at least 100 gold pieces.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have a magic focus and fucking money.
Yeah.
Rich robot.
I generally
Rich
assume
robot.
that you have a magic focus and don't
Yeah.
worry that much about it. This
Meanwhile,
is...
Min over here, like, I think I can buy lunch today.
You found some gold pieces in the Hall of... Hey!
Oh, did I actually take those?
If you want to take them, you could take them.
I mean,
But
I figure Min probably wouldn't have.
Min probably wouldn't have. You know that these statues... I'm just going to they don't have like a name or something. But basically, these statues do have spirits attached to them, and you are pretty sure you can ask them one question.
One
And
question each or one question collectively?
One question each.
That's a lot of questions.
And you can ask them one, if you like verbally ask them directly, they will answer one question.
Alright, I'm gonna get up real close to this fucking, like, real fucking close. Like, really, really close. Like, nobody else can hear this except the statue.
Okay.
I'll message you what I want to ask it.
Yeah, do that. Hold on. Also, I will say they will answer your question. It's not that they're not truthful, it's that they might not know. Or like they might just
they're
be
like
wrong.
They're spirits, they're not all-knowing things.
Yes.
No, dead people learn everything when they die.
Dead people know every single fact ever. Out
Everything.
of character, I understand that they might not know everything. In character, I cannot promise anything.
Vile, the chaotic robot.
Crumpling.
I just want to make sure I know what this is before I translate it to what it's going to tell you.
This statue's just gonna start screaming at me. I swear to God. It's gonna be so mad.
Okay. That is the answer you get back.
Alright, perfect. And then I'm gonna go to the next one, and I'm gonna ask it, are you trapped here? I'm not gonna be quiet about that one. I'm just gonna ask it out loud.
We are tied here to watch our bloodline die. is the answer you get back.
What?
Watch
Vile
our
immediately goes to the
bloodline
next one.
die.
Who's your bloodline? What does that mean? What's your bloodline?
What's your blood? Sorry, I just imagined the panic on Violet's
Like they
feeling.
sprint over, they're like trying to shake a stone statue. They're like, what? How can I help you?
Our bloodline has died with Strahd.
Ooh. All right, next one. Okay, their bloodline dies with Strahd. They're here to watch until Strahd dies.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask this one. Are you friends of Strahd? As in, like, are you on his side, kind of thing?
No, he has failed our bloodline.
Ooh. All right, I'm gonna go to the. I'm gonna.
Vampire.
All right. Yeah, I'm like, ooh, I'm so interested now, bitches. You got me hooked. These fucking statues. I'm into it. Vile forgets all anger they had before. They're into this now.
Vile's got knowledge.
Yeah, Vile's like, oh, I can ask these guys questions.
They're telling me stuff about Strahd.
I'm going to ask this one, were you once vampires?
No. We were the ancestors before he made the pact with vampire.
Ooh.
Definitely upset that he became a vampire.
Yeah, they don't want. Can I, like, this is rubble, obviously. Can I climb on top of it to ask this one a question? Or is it, like, blocking my path?
It's just rubble, you can climb over it. It's mostly wood, so you can probably just break it as you walk, because you're a robot.
I'm a strong little robot, I just
Yeah,
bust my way through.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mr. X fucking just walking through a wall.
Yeah.
God, I want to ask so many questions of these things, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure if I ask the wrong question, Strahd's gonna kill me.
Unless he doesn't know.
Unless he doesn't know. I mean, I asked the first question, so it's fine, right? It's probably fine. It's probably fine.
Probably fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up close to this one, real close again. Maybe not as close as the first one. And just, I'm gonna be like, do you want Strahd to die?
Yes.
Ooh, okay. Okay, I'm going to this one, and I'm gonna ask them, what are all your names?
Our names have been forgotten by time.
That's sad. Damn it, I wanted names of Strahd's family members to fuck him up. Okay.
I spoke with your family, Strahd, and they are very disappointed in you.
Very disappointed. Yeah.
They fucking hate you, dude. Get out of here.
I just had a talk with your mother.
Yeah, I'm gonna push my way through the fucking rubble again. I'm gonna ask this one. I'm gonna go, Strahd wants us to find if there's a spy in the castle. Do you know who it is?
I don't know.
Okay, thank you for answering. Then
maybe the other one knows.
Maybe the other one knows. I have 2 more questions.
You're really gonna use all of the questions these statues can give.
I'm like, there's so many questions I want to ask. I'm gonna again get very, very close for this one. Like, again, same as the first one. I don't want anybody except this statue to hear.
Okay.
Only the statue.
That's what I asked them.
I like to imagine the only reason that I can actually hear the questions that you ask out loud.
The rest of them, Vile is not being quiet.
Being
She's
quiet.
like, they're like shouting the question.
I like to imagine Min can hear him just from squirrel hearing.
Yeah.
Min's
Yeah.
big ass ears on the top of her head is like, the fucking robot is asking questions to something. I don't know what that is.
I don't know who they're talking to, but they're asking some pretty wild questions.
Yeah. I think I am not going to ask the last one a question just because I got some interesting things, and Vile's like, I asked a lot of questions, but I might want to know more, and I only have one left. They're smart enough to be like, maybe I should save that one.
Okay.
They're gonna run over here though and look up. Do they see anything? Maybe.
This is the thing that you got to that you weren't supposed to.
Yeah. Do they see that up there?
Yeah, it's up there.
It's up there.
Mhm.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to be here. Vile's gonna take a couple steps back and like pretend not to see it.
Yeah.
And then just
I'm not
head
supposed
back
to be
into the
here.
room and like go walk around. Just like give a little wave to Min as she's like reading her book, and then go over to this door to check it out.
Okay, this is this goes down. This is
Min
like
waves
Oh.
back.
a huge flight of stairs. Also, this is where I hide people in this.
I do find it.
This
Okay,
is
that's
where I-
funny. That's very funny. I walk through the door. It's everybody there. Yeah, seeing it stairs, I just go through the other doors. Then,
Everyone
like
is
I said,
here.
I don't want to leave this floor.
Okay, you look through this one. This looks like a very nice bedroom. Also, this room has an addendum that there is no door over here behind this couch, but there is a door here. So
Like there is one
door.
in this room now currently that Vile sees, or there was one that there is no
There-
longer.
there is a door here. I'm telling you that I have edited the map and moved stuff around. There is now a door here that is not there.
Cool.
That is not on the map.
Real
But yeah,
quick, gonna look under the bed.
Okay. There's nothing. I'm not going to reread all of this because moth. But this is clearly Strahd's room. There's a Z on the bedspread, or not on the bedspread, on the bed frame, and this is like a very, very nice room.
Hasn't Vile been there once before already?
I have not. I've been to this
No.
floor before, but I didn't go very
Other-
far into it.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just seeing this is Strahd's bedroom. Vile is like vibrating. They're like, yes, information. Gonna go through all the doors. Open this door.
so
Open
many
this door.
secrets from their bedroom.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
Yeah.
secrets. Yes.
Let me see if
Where's
there's
Strahd
anything.
diary?
There was no blockade to this door. That means they're allowed in here. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Nobody
Here,
told
I'm-
me I can't be here.
So the door you're standing by now, I'm going to text you what it is, and if you want further explanation, I can
Is
tell
it the
you,
sex
but
dungeon?
it might be the sex dungeon.
I knew it.
I don't like the fact that Strahd has a sex dungeon.
I mean,
Here, I will
it's very
text-
on brand.
Yeah,
it,
let me.
It makes sense, but I just don't like having that knowledge.
Understandable. I also do not like that knowledge.
I prefer that to be something that I think he has without actually knowing. Emphasis on dungeon. It brings thoughts and implications to mind that I don't like entertaining.
Does that make sense what I'm saying, son?
Yeah, like some of it is
Yeah.
just straight up torture stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hmm.
I don't know if Vile even recognizes
I
this
don't-
is a sex dungeon. They're like, this is a torture dungeon. Strahd's a monster.
Yeah, I figured you needed the setup, whether or not Vile understands it.
Vile
That's
does not
fine.
understand it, but I appreciate the setup. Okay, I don't think Vile would go in there because they're like, I don't want to be in a torture dungeon.
Yeah.
But they are gonna check out these doors over here.
Okay, you can go through them. The big thing in that room is that there is a bathtub full of blood.
Oh, gross!
Fuck.
Oh,
What
I
the
don't-
fuck, Strahd?
Is there some? Vile's gonna peek over the edge. They are not getting within 5 feet of this bathtub. They're like,
Let
is
me-
there someone in it?
I just want to, you're not disturbing the blood?
No, I'm not touching. I don't want to touch this
Okay.
tub. Vile's like,
Okay.
that might have peoples in it.
I don't want to be anywhere
Okay.
near that tub.
Yeah, it looks. I don't know if Vile would know how blood works, but Sin, you know how blood like congeals?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't just sit in a pool of blood forever.
It doesn't
Yeah.
stay
This-
liquid forever.
This looks like if it was like actual human blood, like
Oh, like
someone just came in here and just like drained like people like
Oh,
2
okay, so
minutes
there's-
ago.
Yeah, there's like no congealment at all. This is
Yeah,
fresh blood.
it's very fresh.
You are correct. Vile does not understand how blood works. They don't have
Yeah.
it, but I understand how it works, and that freaks me the fuck out.
Understandably.
Also, a part of the reason why I'm just letting David sit in here is because I feel like Vile's gonna tell.
Oh yeah,
Min's
Vile's
shit.
definitely coming back, and
So it's just easier.
You kind of drained
think-
out. I didn't hear what you said.
I think even right now, Vile's gonna leave this tub and just like
Okay.
go find Min and be like, Min, come with me. I need you to see something.
Ludmilla like looks at you when you come back out from the bedroom, Vile, whether or not you care. She is like,
Can I do an
Right.
insight on her? Like, is she like, you shouldn't be in there, or is she just like casually
You can-
looking at me?
you can do an insight to figure out what her look means.
Cool. I would like to. Yes, please.
Yeah.
I have
What do
very
you want
bad
from me,
insight.
Strahd sympathizer?
Oh my god. Okay,
I'm so
so you
dumb.
think that her look is like you should not have ever gotten is
Oh,
what you
perfect.
interpret the look to be.
Yeah, but she doesn't say anything, so that
She
means
doesn't say anything.
she has no power to stop me. I should not be in there. Perfect. I'm going back in there.
Okay.
But I am gonna like grab Min by the hand and be like, "Come look at what I found. I need to show you something."
Min's gonna go along with like, okay.
Once you guys are done looking at the blood, you'll wake up, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm
So-
gonna pull Min to the blood bathtub.
This is the bedroom. Over here is where the sex dungeon is, or the door to it.
Gross.
Here's the bathtub of blood.
Yeah, and Vile's just gonna be like, "Do you think he killed someone like recently? Do you think we can help them if we find them? That's a lot of blood. I don't want them to be like hurt."
Men,
Would
as
Min...
a blood owning individual, if this amount of blood came from one person, they're fucking dead.
Yeah. I'm assuming Min would probably know enough about blood to know that this is, very fresh blood.
Yes, it looks very fresh, and it doesn't look like it's changing at all. Like it's
It's
forever
not
fresh blood.
healing.
Yeah, like even there's not a skin of anything on the top, like the
Yeah.
big pools of blood sometimes get, kind of thing.
Would I be able to like feel magic preserving?
Um,
anything?
No. You can make an Arcana check.
I'm pretty sure I'm not good at that, but we'll do it anyway. Oh, never mind. I'm decently good at that. I have a +2.
Boggers.
How would you
Well,
know
learning.
Bella was complaining about a +5 being low? And then they
Well,
failed
I don't
there.
know anything.
We're so bad. We're the worst team to put together. Oh my
Fucking
god.
Min's not allowed to know about magic.
You have no idea. You can decide what Min thinks, because Min has no idea.
I don't know if magic is involved or not.
Do you mention that you think it might be magic? Or
Min would definitely know it's unusual for it to just stay fresh. But like, yeah, Min definitely know and like point out that it's like that's definitely very, very fresh blood. And if that much blood came from one person, that person is literally there's not any blood left in them anymore.
oh, okay. I'm gonna cast Identify on it. I'm just gonna cast it this time because I don't want to make Min sit there for 10 minutes while I identify the blood. But yeah, I am
Min-
going
Min
to
would
identify
also be
it.
grossed out as well by the bathtub full of blood.
Actually, I don't know if I can because I have to touch something to identify it, and Vile is not willing to touch this shit.
Yes, you must touch it.
Yeah, Vile's like... Vile has
Second
a
thought,
thing
I
about
don't
dead
wanna touch the
bodies, and
blood.
Min just told them that whoever owned this blood is now dead, probably 100%.
If it came from one person. Could have came from multiple people.
That's
I don't know which one is worse.
That's true. If it's multiple people, maybe they're all alive and they're fine and they're just in a hospital getting rest, because if they lost this much blood, I'm sure it hurt a lot.
Unless it was a lot of people, but
Hi. They're in a different room describing something, but you wake up in the study to both Min and Vile being gone.
Oh, I seem to remember there being a squirrel and a robot in here.
A
last time.
robot. The door right here is probably. I doubt you guys closed it.
I don't think we closed that one, but I do think Vile would have
You
closed the
closed
bathroom
this.
door.
Okay. This door is opened.
Who else
Like,
is
clearly.
around with me?
So Irina and Ez is just like sitting next to Irina, basically, like
Oh, they're in lesbians with each other.
they're being lesbians. Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. Irina has a book in her hands. She doesn't really look like she's reading, but she is pretending. And Ez is there because everyone else keeps fucking running off, and someone has to be here.
someone has to
Ludmilla's
guard
here.
the sleeping.
Yeah. Ludmilla's here. Basically, she said you guys can chill here as long as you do
Somebody
not cause
has to
problems
stay
for
with
her.
the sleeping twink.
Oh, I just remembered. I wanted to ask real quick.
Yes.
Is this room right here the really gross dining room?
Yes.
Okay.
You could probably put that together. Min could.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
I seem to remember that being, because I remember that hallway on the other side of it.
Are you going to this room, Virgil?
I'd
You
say
want to talk to
Virgil would
Ludmilla?
ask. I'd say Virgil would ask, "Where the fuck is everybody?"
Where'd the dumb squirrel and the dumb robot go?
Feel like it's like, well, good morning. She probably, honestly, she might have known. Anyway, she's like, well, your friends have, hi Edison. Your friends have decided to look through the Lord's room. I could imagine this. If you hear screaming, I could imagine they're in the bathroom.
Edison.
Edison.
That's a lot of like
Edison. Hi.
meta knowledge, I guess.
What?
Like just knowing, like, yeah, they went into Strahd's room. Yeah, they probably went into the bathroom.
No, she
He
said,
said if you hear screaming.
If you hear screaming, they went into the bathroom.
Out of character, I know why. In character, Vile's like, why would the screaming be coming from the bathroom? Isn't it from the
Okay.
torture dungeon?
Well, Virgil's just like, should I should probably go back some up, I guess. It's not like I have anything else to do.
Also, I like it's funny that she says if you hear screaming, they're probably in the bathroom. No mention whatsoever of if they found the sex dungeon.
Yeah, Virgil's gonna go.
Yeah, she says if you tell them not to touch the blood as you're like walking into the bedroom. Okay.
Good thing Vile is adverse to touching the blood, because that almost happened.
Literally, the only reason Vile doesn't want to touch this blood is because they're scared of dead body parts. Literally, if this was not blood of a possibly dead person, they would have been all up in that shit.
You can go into the room.
Hello? Oh, nobody's here. Okay.
Well,
goodbye. No, I'm kidding.
This is Strahd's room. This bed has a Z into the bed frame. Here is the door that doesn't exist on the map, but it's there because I changed it.
Only a motherfucker like Strahd would have the first letter of his last name emblazoned on his fucking bed sheets.
He wants you to know who you're fucking so you can't forget it.
Virgil's like, this room is very tacky.
This room is very tacky.
Like, he's just going through, and he's
Virgil's
just
like, I'm nobility, and this is tacky.
Correction, David. Royalty.
Whatever.
Okay, royalty and
God.
nobility, my bad.
God, that's the most Prince
Royalty
thing I've ever heard
of the
fucking
biggest
said.
military power. in
Doesn't
this
matter.
world.
You're in fucking Barovia. Nothing else matters. Also, I would say
I'm not a noble, I'm a prince.
you can probably hear the toddlers walking through this door. They're probably
Yeah.
not super quiet. There is also this door.
Just a little
To be
couch
fair,
for me.
royalty is also nobility.
Well,
I'm
ignore the
assuming this
couch.
door
It's-
goes out onto the parapets, obviously.
No.
Yeah,
I mean,
Oh,
you
no.
can assume. It looks like an inside door. Side door.
I guess I'll
Not like a
check
balcony.
it out.
BDS dungeon. Emphasis on dungeon.
Oh, is that what this is?
Emphasis
Yeah,
on
that's
the
what that
dungeon.
is.
Is it just straight up a BDSM dungeon? Like,
Well, the way I will tell you the way that I describe it.
The
I'll
D
just
in
grab it.
BDSM stands for dungeon.
Be-
It doesn't, but it's funnier that way.
There you go.
gotcha. Okay.
Gotcha. Cool.
Well, you were like more real, and I'm like,
Hmm.
I had to
Yeah.
think for a second. I was like, oh.
Oh.
Virgil's just like
No thanks.
intensely uncomfortable. He's like, gross. I'm gonna go find the toddler.
That
I'm
has
gonna
been
leave this
everybody's
room and never
reaction
go
so
back.
far. Unsurprisingly.
See, this is why you don't want to date Strahd.
I'm glad Min has not walked in there.
Okay, I go through. Hello. Oh.
Bathtub of blood.
There's a big bathtub of blood and we think it might be magic and also something weird and maybe he killed like a bunch of people and maybe he just killed one. Because Min says that if you have that much blood that you lost, then you're dead. But
Okay,
maybe
whoa,
he
whoa,
killed
whoa.
like a bunch of people and got all like
Uh.
only a little bit of their blood.
Okay.
Call down.
First of all, I'm glad you're talking to me again. Second of all, why did we decide to snoop into Strahd's room? What if he finds out? Do you think he's gonna be very happy about that?
What do you mean, why? I think that'd be pretty obvious.
Why did you decide to go in? What else is around here, anyways?
Because we've been giving free reign of a vampire lord's castle. Why else?
Basically, the curtains behind the bathtub, they lead to a closet that just has like
Do I get
Strahd's
to know
formal
what the
wear.
identify was for?
The one that they posted
It was
for?
not
I mean,
for this.
it was
Oh.
not for this.
Okay.
However, the natural one was for this from Min.
That was my Arcana check to see if there was any magic on the bathtub
Can
of blood.
I do an Arcana check?
Sure, go ahead. Are
Don't
you
touch
touching? Wait, this is very clear. Ludmilla told you not to touch the blood. Do you touch the blood?
I'm wearing gloves.
Do you
that's still
touch
touching.
the blood? Even with gloves, I'm just asking if you are disturbing the blood.
Hold on.
Out of character, I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure
I'm
do
gonna
not
do the
touch the blood
Arcana
means
check first.
do not come into physical contact.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the Arcana check first.
Okay.
Natural 19.
There's definitely something like this isn't. I mean, you could just look at the fact that it's blood, it's very fresh-looking blood in the tub, and be like, "That's probably magical." Yeah, you're pretty sure something's like. This might be some sort of illusion. So, like this blood is not blood of people. This is an illusion of blood of people.
Virgil just looks over at Vile and Min, and it's just like, touch.
You're gonna touch it? Yeah?
I'm trying to figure out if he's gonna touch it with his hand or if he's gonna touch it with something else that's like actually.
I'm pretty sure
linked.
touching it either way is going to be equally bad.
He's gonna
Just hit it
take
with
out,
your sword.
yeah, he's gonna take out his little short sword and just
Okay.
just
So-
disturb the blood.
So a
Corpse is gonna come out of it.
blood-drenched creature explodes out of the tub and attaches to the ceiling, cackling maniacally. Blood pours off of its pale flesh, bony limbs, and stringing hair as it scuttles towards the closet.
I cast message at it. Are you a friend?
Um,
You had
If
to
it can
touch the blood.
speak, it can answer me.
well, I don't know if
Closet.
tackling counts. Closets are the red curtains right here. This is what the closet is.
You know, I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have touched the blood, but you know, it's an illusion and not actual blood, so I didn't think there was going to be anything in it.
Yeah, Vile, you don't get any sort of answer. Not even like you did before, like this is just an illusion.
What does this look like? What is this?
Oh, like
thing?
this isn't even a thing. Like I cast message at it, the spell doesn't even hit anything.
Yeah, the spell doesn't even hit
The
anything.
whole thing's an illusion?
Yeah, the creature is not real.
Huh. I'm gonna
It is
follow it towards the closet it's going to. I don't know if it's this closet or the other one, but
I'll back Vile up.
okay. You come through here. There's nothing in here for you to look at. I'm sorry, but
is the thing still in here?
No, it's gone.
Oh,
I also do not have a picture to show you.
I'm gonna go back here and can I like gently like knock on the side of the tub?
You can.
ting, ting, ting.
Yeah, like just talk, talk, talk. Does anything happen?
No.
Virgil, come over here and stick your hand in the blood again.
Virgil accepts and comes over and just begrudgingly puts his hand in the blood illusion.
You people are crazy.
Let me double check there's still blood in there. Hold on.
I love that the like unofficial like rule of humanity is that if you tell somebody not to do something, they are going to do something. Like they're
Listen,
going to
an
do
evil
that thing.
vampire bitch told us not to touch the blood. Of course we gotta fucking touch the blood. What are you talking about?
You touch the blood and nothing happens this time.
There was no like secrets or anything in the closet, no secret door.
No. No.
Not the other
There are
closet.
28 capes and 16 sets of fine clothes in there.
God, what a bitch.
Are they all just red capes that Strahd has?
I just described as 28 capes and 16 sets of fine clothes. Imagine
Can I
they're
take
not all.
his capes and try them on? I want to try on one of his capes.
Yeah, he's like 6 foot and he wears some sort of heels. Like he.
It drags it on the floor, is
So,
what you're saying.
Yeah, it's very big on all of you.
All right, I put one on and then I come out of the closet and I like do the like arms out, look at Min. I'm just like, huh? Do I look like Strahd? Am I scary?
Oh yeah, no, very scary.
Was I asking you?
I don't know, were you?
No. Well,
Okay.
Min, what do you think?
I think Min would say something to like the effect of like the cape looks good on them.
Yeah, I'll do like a little like spin and just be like,
Okay, but I should take this off because I'm worried Strahd might kill me if he sees me wearing it.
and then I'm gonna go back in the closet and take the cape off.
Hello.
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 Shad's gonna walk in, see that cape at some point, and be like, "Why does my cape look like it's been dragged
Was
on
the
the
closet
floor?"
the same though?
Yes, they connect. Not me dragging. Bello, you get back with Hans, and the only people in the study are Ludmilla and Irina and Esmeralda. However, the door right here is cracked open.
I'd say Virgil's walked back out into Strahd's bedroom.
The door
Okay.
right where?
Right here.
My
Across from the.
headcanon,
I'm still on the map with Mifwell.
my headcanon is that the whole thing with the blood bathtub was like a spell cast by Ludmilla to fuck with us.
Oh, that'd be so funny. I'd like Ludmilla so much more if that was true.
Can you
But
see
what
now?
comes down in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
You the one Virgil just came out of. You're coming back as Virgil comes out of the room. So, you know. Mithril, I know you're not doing anything, but did you want Hans to come back after you after he dropped off Bello? Or will you just like stay up there?
No. Okay. After he drops off Bello, I mean, did he already drop me off at Strahd's?
Yes, he had done that first and then he had taken Bello. I'm just
Yeah,
doing this first.
I know how to find my way back, I think.
Okay.
from there to get to the stove.
Yeah. He can also give you some instructions.
Yeah, I would
get to
ask
this.
him to give me like a general idea of which turn to take, but otherwise
Yeah.
I'll let him fuck off as he pleases, because I doubt he wants to be around Mithril any longer.
No, he doesn't really want to be around Strahd.
Yeah.
So
My
yeah,
two least favorite people.
my two least. That's not true. Mithril is nowhere near his least favorite person.
Mithril's
I'm
mainly
He's like,
I'm
famous.
sure
Mithril didn't
Strahd's
kill
got that
me. I
number
like
one spot,
Mithril.
though.
Yeah, Mithril is fine. Mithril didn't get mad at me when I threw the clown down the stairs.
Mithril encouraged me.
Mithril
Mithril
encouraged
said,
me.
"Do it again."
Yeah.
Mithril
praised
thanked me and said, "Do it again."
Bello the whole time a little concerned that Hans was just gonna turn and fucking toss him. But yeah, Bello, this is what you see. You see Virgil coming out of this room. I don't think you've been in this room.
Got the body language of a dog that pissed on the carpet.
Yeah.
Well, maybe don't piss on the carpet.
Maybe don't get caught.
Maybe don't biff your rolls.
Maybe don't biff your rolls.
Maybe get
Um,
good.
How many times can we describe this?
Maybe
Mm,
don't piss
I-
off God.
Maybe don't piss off God. Min and Vile, are you done in the blood room? Are you
Are we done
like
in the blood room?
I mean, Min can be done in the blood room. Vile is not done in the blood room.
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
go into blood room.
I feel like at
Okay.
this point, Min would probably want to continue to stay with Vile.
Okay, this is Strahd's bedroom. There's a door here,
Just
It's
in case
not a
any
real
other
door.
crazy shit happens.
but I've drawn it in here. You can hear through these doors that Min and Vile are through these doors. Welcome
just
to
in
the
case
blood
another-
room.
Just in case, another blood creature, comes popping out of somewhere.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
looking
I
at.
imagine.
Huh?
I imagine Bello walks in right as Vile sticks both their arms directly in the blood. I'm gonna search the bottom of the tub to see if there's anything in here.
Okay.
Because I
So-
watched something leave. There's less blood now. I no longer think this is a thing that is going to kill me.
Yeah.
Because I think it's an illusion and maybe something is hiding in here.
Maybe it's
Okay. Are
actually
you
just an
winning,
empty
son?
bathtub.
Are you winning, son?
Yeah, you come in here, Bello, and you see there's some blood splattered on the ground, and there is a bathtub of very fresh blood that Vile is sticking their arms into. This is more time than I ever could have expected we spend on the blood bathtub. I just want to say.
So you had a toddler, a literal
You should know better by
one-year-old.
now, Void.
I like the blood bathroom. I think it's neat.
I think Bello's gonna walk in, see Vile with both of their arms in the blood pool, and just kind of
And-
look for a second with that, non-moving smile, and then just
And-
leave.
And then just leave.
God,
Cool.
that's such a Bello thing to do.
Yeah, so Virgil, have you decided that you are going to spend time with your not boyfriend now? I
Yeah.
saw where you. Okay.
Virgil's just chilling over here with Hans.
Okay.
He's like, I'm
Gay
just sitting over
vampire
here.
hours.
Ludmilla's still sitting over there, so I'm not gonna do anything. But he's just standing in presence of Hans.
Yeah, I imagine Hans moves over. Oh. And then just so you know, Bello, as and Irina are sitting on a couch together. Irina looks like she's pretending to read, and Esmeralda looks like she's reading. There's also some books on the couch that you presume were left behind by others when they just found the blood room. So that's kind of the situation you walk into.
God, can I just say sugar babies suck?
I've never been through here.
They're awful.
If you look in here, this is just a bunch of stairs.
Yeah, boo.
Yeah.
So now we're all just kind of sitting around.
I'm just gonna hang with my homies, the gays.
The gaze. Virgil drags Hans over so they're both sitting over here.
No. He's like, I'm not doing shit in front of Ludmilla, bro.
Hans is probably over
I'm
here.
like, she called wherever Hans is going, Rachel's going.
Yeah, Hans is just leaning against him. That is his default position in the castle, basically.
She's like, okay, bet, and just does the same thing.
Okay.
He's brooding.
Propping up that load-bearing wall.
So, do I find anything by haphazardly sticking their arms in a bathtub?
Yeah, do I find like a cool key at the bottom of this tub?
Or like,
do I just find more blood?
A corpse? Do I find an arm?
There's nothing in there at all.
An empty bathtub.
It's just an empty bathtub
with the illusion of being filled full of blood.
Yeah.
I mean, when you pull your arms out, you do have blood dripping off them, but it kind of fades. So, but there is a second of you seeing your blood dripping off your arms, which I imagine.
Yeah, and then it kind of like it does freak Vile out. Like they take their arms out and they're like, ah, and then it starts to fade, and they're like, oh, okay.
I'm gonna say that definitely freaks men out too.
Yeah, just like one scream, and then they're just like, oh, that was kind of scary. I thought that was like actual blood for a second. Like I know it's an illusion, but for a second I thought it might be real, and maybe I was gonna be possessed. But that's fine.
I'd say that was pretty close to actually causing men to need to roll a sanity check.
Yeah, why don't you roll a sanity check then?
I was about to say, should we both make them, or?
If Vile's I mean, I'm letting you guys choose if you want to make sanity checks or what you think would cause sanity checks.
I'll be real. Vile has not rolled one yet in this castle, and they definitely should have. So I'm gonna say this is where they roll it.
Okay.
Well, no,
that's a wisdom save? Question mark.
Mm-hmm. That's a wisdom save.
Going not so but so.
Then I guess men will roll one too.
Okay.
Retroactively thinking, I think men might have rolled one for seeing, dead Virgil on the road, but
we didn't have them then.
You didn't unlock. They unlocked.
We didn't unlock that mechanic yet.
Yeah.
Hello, fuck off! Get away from me.
Shit. I'm trying to fucking pull the character.
What?
Be nice to Bello.
Bello on the map.
Your boyfriend threw Bello down the stairs. You should probably be nice to Bello.
Okay.
No.
That's not cooperating.
I'm being nice to my not boyfriend because he threw Bello down the stairs, and clearly he had a very good reason for doing it.
Wisdom saving throw.
Then you actually don't pass. Only a 10. So you have one level of whatever.
Crazy.
One level of cray.
A level of insanity.
I have to let me grab what your effect is.
So I guess I should ask this now. Does this only ever go down, or can it go back up?
Madness. So basically, you have levels you can go through. It doesn't really matter because the madness you got you're just shaken, or you're just in shock right now. But you basically, on a rest, you'll go down a level of madness unless you reach a high enough level.
Like we talking a full night's rest or like a nap?
A short or a long rest. So Min's, there's not any like mechanical, but Min's kind of like a little freaked out by
clearly freaked out.
Yeah.
At the sight of seeing Vile pull her arms out, covered in blood.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roleplay. I'm gonna say like Min sees that and like just goes like fucking ghost pale white and like backs up and is like, they don't seem to be like there anymore at the moment.
For a second, yeah.
Like they just clocked out.
It's not that bad. It's not long term, but definitely a second where it's like,
like, ugh. And then I guess as like it starts to fade, men would probably be like, oh, okay.
Okay. Are you guys done?
Vile would like kind of laugh and just be like, haha, that was crazy, right? Crazy how illusions work. Illusions, they're so funny and funky and crazy and cool. And now let's go to the other room. There's a dungeon over here. And Vile's gonna go.
As like the color slowly starts to drain back into, or come back into Min's face.
Yeah. You're starting to feel normal again. Why don't you look at Strahd's BDSM dungeon, emphasis on dungeon.
Vile doesn't know it's a BDS damn dungeon. Vile just thinks it's